What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are well today. Sndl is moving up to test highs, so we're watching that. What's up, guys? What's up, Joe, Florida, Chris, Boysen, Daniel, Richard, Joe, DS, D, W Ace, Maddie, Play, Sal. What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy late birthday, Daniel. What's up, Victor, Ken, Lizards? All right, guys. So what are y'all watching today? We got some stuff moving. I'm trying to wake up a little bit. Whew. All right. So let me go ahead and look up some of these catalysts this morning. All right, so we do have CREX, CREX gapping up pretty big today. This is Creative Realities. You can see CREX right here. Biggest gap up of the morning, probably gapping up from $1.40 to $3, over 100% so far. It's got a conference call scheduled for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Third quarter earnings were announced for after the market closed today. The company announced a merger with Reflex Systems on Friday. So that is the catalyst. So yeah, they announced a merger with Reflex Systems on Friday. So here's the catalyst. The catalyst right there. Again, they announced a merger with Reflex Systems on Friday, causing them to push up. Yeah, we've got AGC. We're watching AGC as well. We have BTB here also. BTB's gapping up some too. We can look at the catalyst for this one as well. This is BitBrother, crypto-related stock. Bitcoin has been pushing up pretty decently over the last day. On Friday, the 5th, they regained compliance with the NASDAQ minimum bid requirements for continued listing on the NASDAQ. No recent catalyst that I see though. Oh wait, they did file a Form 20F. What is this though? What is BitBrothers doing? BITF. What are they doing? Anybody know? What's up, Tanvir, Antonino, Greg, Richard, John, GR. What's up, John? Other John. Yeah, so I see BTB gapping up. I can't see what the catalyst is here, but I do see it's gapping up some. I don't know what the reason for BTB's gap up is, but we're paying attention to this one also. We also have AMC. You can see AMC's up to 40/50s. NNVC is gapping up some. Not enough volume for me to really like NNVC right now, though. We got XERS gapping up some, MICT, NAOV as well. OXBR, GGPI on the move too. GGPI kind of looks good. Somebody mentioned this one earlier. GGPI volume looks good. Let's see if we can figure out why though. All right, this is Gores Guggenheim. I don't see any catalyst here. They filed a Form 10 on Friday. Proxy filing, EV hype. A lot of people talking about this one as well, I guess, for GGPI. Up to 1450s. 100 million float or so. What's my thoughts on TLRY? Cannabis stock gapping up some. Cannabis market's up right now. You know, up to 1360s. If you look at the rest of the cannabis stocks, they're gapping up with it. ACB, CGC, CRON. They're all gapping up some. So we're watching it. You know, we'll see what happens with those. We're definitely paying attention to them. What's up, Richard? Ooh, it's cold, man. I'm cold in here. I'm about to put on my sweater. All right, guys, and let me know what you're watching the most. I don't know. Crex is probably the biggest gap up this morning. I think Crex has the most volume as well. And so with the stock that has that good of volume, something that's gapping up that big, it looks interesting. I'm definitely watching CREX. And it's just about whether it can hold over like $3 a share. I want to see it hold over the VWAP and hold over 3. If it can, you know, you got some support at like 310s. Especially over 250. So if it can, you know, of course, that's a good sign, but we'll see what happens, you know. Crypto is also flying up today as well, guys. So crypto is up pretty big. Hold on, let me put this sweater on. Hold on one second. But yeah, crypto is honestly, most cryptocurrencies are up pretty heavily, which is good. It's a good thing. So cryptos are doing well, which is usually a good sign in terms of like, we want to see volatility in the crypto world. You know, we want to see volatile stocks. And that's to a certain extent what we're getting here. Did the music stop? I think it did. There we go. Elon tweeted, yeah. Yeah, he said due to inflation, 420 has gone up by 69. Elon over here just trolling people. Hey, what's up, Tony? Hey, thank you, Elevate. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, dude. Love you too, bro. Yeah, what are we watching? We got SGBX. I was waiting on the news this morning on Xmas gifts. All right, well, what is it, Play? I'm down to talk about it. I was thinking about getting my son the Oculus 2. I'm gonna warn you guys, my nose is a little stuffy this morning. Gucci made 100 Xbox. It's only 10K each. Well, I ain't buying it. I got some money. I ain't got that much money. You know. Plus, if you're buying a $10,000 Xbox, look, I'm a gamer myself. Xbox is, you know, they're not going to be cool in about 5 years. You know? I'll put it this way. I bought enough limited edition Xboxes to realize that the whole limited edition stuff is BS. You know? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you'll get the limited edition Call of Duty Xbox, right? And then, like, a year later, everybody's looking at that like, bro, that's the old Call of Duty game. Nobody even plays that game anymore. Now you got the limited edition from it. Nobody cares. You know, waste of money. I mean, if I was a billionaire, I'd do it. Just to say I did it. You know, just to... whatever. You know what I mean? But, hey. People spend too much money anyway, you know? Like, if y'all had $2 million, would y'all buy a fancy Lamborghini? I wouldn't. You know, Lamborghini's got to be like 20% of that car. You know, if it's 200K, or Lamborghini's got to be like 20% of that 2 million. You're going to spend 20 million on a car? Most people would, I think. And so, most people don't know how to spend. Okay, I got you, Tony. Here, let me get you in here. All right. I might buy a Tesla too, to be honest. Honestly, Pawn is honestly right, to be honest here. Pawn is honestly right. You know, I want the Oculus 2, and I'm gonna pass it off as my kids. You know, my dad got me one year for Christmas. Listen, if he's listening, he says he listens to my early streams sometimes. So if you're listening to me, Dad, love you, man. But like, you know, my dad got me one year for Christmas as like a 9-year-old kid. My dad bought me. I think it might have been my sister. It was my sister. My dad got me a snake as a kid. I wanted a pet snake, and I got a pet snake as a child. And then one year for my sister, he bought me a pet snake, and he bought my sister a printer. You know, first world problems. I understand that. You know, first world problems. But like, no 10-year-old kid wants a printer for Christmas. I promise you. You know, my dad just saw it as, hey, quick, easy Christmas gift. Get her a printer. I remember we opened it and we were like, wow, thank you. I'm one of those guys that'll and I'm trying my hardest not to come off as like a spoiled brat in this situation. But she was not happy about the printer. I was cool with my snake. I got a snake. That's what I wanted, you know. Snake died a long time ago. You know. But I always remember my sister used to always mess with us. She would always mess. She was a good sport about it. Like, she said, oh, thank you. You know, it's not like she was like, I hate this. You know, get it out of here. She was like, oh, thank you. You know, but deep down inside, she was like, bro, what the freak, man? A printer, dude? You get my brother a snake, and you get me a printer? What am I gonna use a printer for? She wasn't even in school, you know. But yeah, that snake died a long time ago. Anyways, the new vet does look like a Lambo. Honestly, I really like the new vet. Yeah, really cool. All right, anyways, let me talk about stocks. I'm rambling on about old Christmases, you know. Yeah, rest in peace. But anyways, we got ABEO here. ABO's gapping up. Right. Let's be real. It was a gift nobody asked for, 100%. Nobody asked for a printer. You know, nobody even used the printer. It's like, how are you going to play with a printer on Christmas Day? You know what I mean? And like, we always mess with my dad. He meant well. You know what I mean? And like, we were very blessed to get a printer. You know, some people really need a printer, so we were very blessed to get one. So don't think we were ungrateful, because we weren't. It just wasn't what you wanted, you know. But hey, we got Crex gapping up big here. CREX, it's up to 270s. What's up, Smoke? I did good last week. One losing day. My losing day was like $7. Every other day, I made money. I got the stats from last week. I needed a green week. I'm going to scale up this week. We're back to scaling up again this week. So like, I needed the green week. We got one. Now it's time to scale back up. Now that I'm done being a wimp, it's time to scale back up my size. We got EYPT. I don't know what this one's doing, but we got BTB and Crex, and then we've got Sndl. Do you think Sndl, you know, I stopped watching this one yesterday or Friday, and this one pulled a U-shaped breakout. It's back up to the 90-cent level. It's over the VWAP. Do you guys think Sndl will hold today? Let me ask that question. I'm going to ask that question, you know, in the chat. We're going to get the poll rolling early this morning, huh? We're going to ask that question. What's the question? Do you think Sndl breaks recent highs today? Is that a good question? All right, here's the question. Breaks $1 today. That's the question. Do you think Sndl breaks $1 today? That's the poll. All right, so we got Crex, we got Sndl gapping up. We got GGPI. Look at GGPI, guys. GGPI starting to move. It's at 1490s right now. 1490s. It's almost to $15. GGPI is putting in big percentage moves this morning. I still can't figure out why this is up. 97 cents, maybe. I think it will. No. What's your thoughts on BKKT? BKKT's been quiet for a while. Although BKKT, it held its gains better than a large majority of the other stocks that we were watching in that sector. You know, so like BKKT held its gains pretty well. You know, pretty well. Now, is it going to continue? Who knows? QS. But it's holding its gains better than most of these ones. You know, now who knows what BKKT is going to do? QS. The crypto market's ripping. The crypto market is ripping up today. If we look at BitGet. And I want to see volatility. Like, volatility is good. Where? I know there's a site where I can see the volatility. Hey, y'all list me your sites that you can... All right, so... Never mind, I found one. Crypto rank. What's up, Jack? What's up, Ralph? Make sure you try Oculus before you buy. I've used them before. I've used Oculus before a few times. All right, we're going to try to scale up today, guys. Wish me luck. You know, we're gonna try to scale up today. We had a pretty green week last week. Hopefully the green streak continues. Who knows if it will though? But we're gonna try to end green this week, and we'll see what happens. Let me get Tony in here. All right, so we did the poll. 35 voted already. 51% think yes. 49% think no. So we're split on the poll, guys. Vote now on the poll. Do you think Sndl breaks $1 today? Again, currently 51% of you think yes. 49% of you think no. If you want to influence that poll, go ahead and vote. It's in the blue rectangle in the chat. Do it now. Yeah, what's up? What's up, SPAC? Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. All right, here, let me get Tony in here. Tony's talking about bounties and stuff. Hold on. Hey, thank you, Cupid. Cupid says, good morning to you, my friend. Great job. I just want to influence everyone to smash up the like button for the great job that she would do. She would do it. Thanks, bro. Hey, thank you, Cupid. I appreciate you. What's up, Green Life? What time is the bill proposed today, and is it voted on today? What bill? The infrastructure bill, I'm assuming, right? Man, I think I can smell good until I got to spell infrastructure, and then nope. All right, so that bill's already voted on November 5th. This is when that was voted on. What bill? I type in Google, when is the bill? You know, I'm expecting Google to give me a response. It shows me the Bill TV program with British TV show, The Bill. I don't know. Chat's gonna know better than anybody here. Yeah. That's the chat. The bill, yeah. All right, guys, we got Sndl on the. Oh, look, there's Tony. What's up, Tony? What's up, bro?
Infrastructure is not even a word anyway. Stop
I feel like I can type well until I got to try to type it into Google and then boom.
I'm like, hey, Siri, infrastructure.
Yeah, I got to give me an iPhone, bro. I'm an Android guy. You know.
I know. No, you can have one of each. You know, one for business, one for
honestly,
pleasure.
I honestly have two phones, bro. I got two phones, two working numbers too. You know, I do have two phones. See, this one works too.
Big time over here, but good
yeah,
morning,
look at me. You know, yeah, yeah. Hey, you know, we got two phones. I got one of the folds, and then I've got a Note 7 or Note 8 or something like that. The marijuana legalization bill. That's a bill I can support.
Good morning, Smokey.
I thought the reason. Okay, so the Indiana Democratic Party is pushing for cannabis legalization.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. I've heard this many times before. You know, here's the problem: is that it never actually happens. It never actually happens. Like what they end up saying, there's like, oh, you know, when the left holds enough pieces of Congress or holds enough pieces of government. I mean, when the left holds enough seats of government, they're gonna pass cannabis reform, right? Well, they have now for the last 6 months. Mm-hmm. Nothing happens. Nothing's happened. They haven't done it. Right. They said they would. They didn't. You know. Now we can make excuses for that, or we can just say, hey, let's see where their priorities are and push them to do it. You know, I don't pick sides. I don't care left, right. None of that matters to me. I am pushing for cannabis legalization, though. I think it's something that's necessary. It needs to happen. You know what I love, and good morning, Spec, by the way, as well. You know what I love is what is it, Boehner? Wait, let me say this real quick. And
Right.
while we're talking about this, guys, I'm going to put up some cannabis charts to show you this is relevant to the stock market. Here's TLRY. Here's ACB. They're both gapping up really nicely. All right, continue. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think Boehner's like in charge of like some big weed push right now, and he's like he
Yeah.
was all against it while he was in office. Now he's like like making money off of it pretty much. So it's like I think it's one of the it's like the biggest one of the 8 groups pretty much, and then they're all trickling down. But I just
Yeah.
I love that how it will change instead of the interest pretty much. But definitely I
Right.
would see. I mean, we just look at all I say before we get off the subject because it isn't even about potheads or not when it really comes
Right.
down to it. It's more about the actual revenue that it brings to the communities and Colorado and things like that. I mean, what is it every year? I believe in Cleveland, Ohio, anyways. I don't know what it is right now. It's construction season, so we're gonna have orange barrels everywhere. And the reality is, we don't have enough crews to pay for. That's a whole different subject still, but still,
Yeah.
the amount of money into it.
Yeah, for sure. And in my opinion, it's just about it. We need an even standard. You know, we can't have liquor at gas stations and then cry when people smoke pot. You know what I mean? It's not even. It's not balanced, right? It's like, oh, like alcohol is objectively more harmful. Objectively more harmful. And so it's like, at what point do we look at our system and be like, hey, this is a laughing stock right now? Like nothing's even. Like liquor sold at gas stations, but like cannabis is criminalized. You know what I mean? Like what's the purpose of that? Like it's just an uneven standard. Like, you know, the only people against it right now, a majority of the population want it to be legalized. The majority of the population, and it's been that way for the last decade. The only people really pushing against it are law enforcement, private prison industry, and pharmaceutical companies. Those are the 3 that are really lobbying against it. And it's unfortunate. You know, it's unfortunate. At a certain point, like, they need to just stop being greedy and just allow it. You know, that's the reality.
Max showed up.
What's up, Max?
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, the reality is I just want anything that we're looking at throughout the world when it comes to anything that will benefit us all. I just want us all to get paid in some way. And I mean, stock market's great to do, but the reality is this community of day-to-day activities. And whenever I go out, I mean, Cleveland's okay, but it could be better. And the reality is if we had an extra giant revenue source, we might as well just do it. Therefore, you know, just eliminating a lot of things. But like I said, I just want everybody to prosper when it comes down to it. I want everybody to live in a safe, upkept environment, and that's where that money can actually utilize.
Right, for sure. I mean, just legalizing it would curb so much crime. Like, just legalizing it would curb so much crime. Like, the reason cannabis is a gateway drug is because you have to go to an illegal drug dealer to buy it. And eventually, that illegal drug dealer is going to be like, yo, I got this other stuff. You want to do this? You know, and that's 100% how it happens. 100% how it happens. And so if you want it to not be a gateway drug, legalize it. You know, then they'll have to go to a licensed dispensary. It's obvious. It's self-evident. But, you know, nobody wants to hear that. Anyways, I'll get off. I'll rant about this all day. But
sorry about that.
I know, no, it's not you. It's not you. But yeah, Sndl gapping up. Speaking of cannabis stocks, Sndl gapping up, TLRY gapping up. If everybody didn't see Elon tweeted. Let me see what Elon specifically tweeted here. Elon tweeted something. He tweeted, he's trolling people, but that's making cannabis stocks move up. Due to inflation, 420 has gone up by 69, is what Elon said. You know, and so that was his whole tweet. Due to inflation, 420 has gone up by 69. You know, that was his whole tweet, and that is making cannabis stocks go up a little bit.
Wasn't his whole thing about why he was trading his stock for like taxes and everything, and then it was like a redundant thing he was doing or something like that? I don't know exactly what happened with that whole. Should I sell this much stock in order to do something like that?
I think he did sell stock.
Yeah,
he did sell. He sold
10% or something.
Yeah, I think he sold more though after that, didn't he? Didn't the chat's gonna know better than me? Didn't Elon sell more stock? He sold 10%, or he didn't sell 10% yet, but he sold some, and then he sold some more. So it might have been closer to 10% now.
Gotcha.
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, yeah, still obsessed over fun.
Imagine having that much money.
Oh, dude. I saw something that was like in 2002, Elon was worth like 14 million, 15 million. Now he's worth almost 200 billion, just obscene amounts of money. Like, what are you going to do with that much money? You know, I guess you do what Elon's doing, which is you try to save the world. You know, that's the only thing you should do with that much money, is try to save the
Yeah.
world. You know.
Yeah, I love how the creators of Tesla are all like, well, yeah, Elon came in and we liked his enthusiasm, and now he's
Yeah.
known as the guy who created Tesla.
Yeah, honestly, for sure.
Okay.
I like it. I like Elon's goal, bro. Elon is thinking of the future. Like, he really is. Like, from Elon's calculations, he thinks that the U.S. or that the world will be gone within 500 million years. You know, and that the single act that shows that we are better than we were would be if we became a multiplanetary species, a multi-planet species. If we went to other planets and populated them, and that's what he really and truly believes and wants to do. You know, it's like a sci-fi movie, and I'm for it. Listen,
now we're pulling an Ego, the living planet, out of left field. We're gonna go the whole universe. Here we go.
Yeah, and I'm seeing from a few people here. Elon sold $6 billion worth of Tesla, 6.9 billion in Tesla stock. So hey, he did it. He all based off of a Twitter poll, and you can see Tesla's down. It's down to $1,000, right around $1,000 a share, pretty close to $1,000 a share. So hey, you know, I like Elon. I think he's funny.
I might sound dumb with this, but just like a bank account of 6 million, is it just numbers or literally just like cash show up somewhere? I'm just like, wow. 6 billion.
Yeah. Obscene amounts of money, bro. Honestly, yeah. Spacula said, did you see that YouTuber Vitaly? I know Vitaly. I remember him. That had bad psychedelic trip, and dang, random girl jogging past them. Stuff like that makes me think it'd be harder to legalize psychedelic medicines. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
No comment, but yeah, I don't think they're. I don't know, man.
You know, I think the reason that stuff is illegal half the time is just because the best friend of the guy who was in charge is just like, whoa, man, that stuff freaked him out. Like, I remember I had this dude Alex hit it once. And he said, "Oh my god, what's going on?" And I'm like, dude, calm down, bro.
Chill out, bro. Yeah. Mellow out, bro.
You're in a safe environment, man.
Yeah. But yeah, here.
Let's get out of this stuff.
Let's move on from this.
I'm gonna get off camera for a few, but I'm still here.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, Vitaly, man, he's just getting old, bro. He's just getting old. Neuralink, he wants to do is definitely mind-boggling. Yeah. I mean, isn't down 2 months ago? It was 700. Well, yeah, it's all perspective. You know, when in doubt, zoom out. Tesla's down short term, is what I mean. It's down from its highs. Now, I'm still very bullish in Tesla. I like Tesla stock. I think Tesla is good for the world. If I could, I'd buy Tesla right now. And I'm honestly still thinking about it, because I could if I wanted to. But listen, I would love to buy myself like a really nice new car. But like in the end, it's just such a lot of money, man. Like, I like fancy, nice cars, and they look good. And like, I have some money, you know what I mean? But it's like, do I want to spend that money on a Tesla? Probably not. You know, I love Teslas, and if I did buy a car, it'd probably be a Tesla. But I'll just keep driving, you know, my Toyota, because it works and it drives fine, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, where do you really go anymore?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I work from home. I sit here doing this YouTube every day and program stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't need to go anywhere really. And even when I do, like the culture has changed so much to where Uber, like anybody that doesn't, like in Cali, especially like in California, people don't even drive cars that much aside from like Ubers. You know, most people that I know that lived in Cali don't even have cars. They don't even drive cars. They don't even have room to park their car, to be honest. And so they just end up Ubering everywhere they need to go, and Uber's changed our culture in that way, you know.
Yep.
Sndl.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Sndl's starting to creep up. It's up to 90 cents, 91 cents almost, getting close to 92 cents here. And so we're watching Sndl. You know, Sndl is probably the one I'm watching the most. I think Sndl did a good thing. They did their share buyback program, and I think that's great, because I think the biggest flaw of Sndl right now is the fact that they're just over diluted, man. They diluted themselves way too much, and because of that, the float's billions, and so they need to take some away if they want it to have any type of future, in my opinion. Just because if not, it's not going to be able to move as much. It's 91 cents. with 2 billion in the float. It's going to be hard to make it get up there. If they want this stock to be 5, 10, 15, whatever, then they need to take away some of those shares because they just have way too much in the float for Sndl, billions for a sub-dollar stock. Cannabis stocks, guys, let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys buying cannabis stocks? Sorry, should have rephrased that. Are you guys buying cannabis stocks? Are you buying Are you buying ZLRY? Are you buying ACB? Are you buying CGC, CRON? Yeah.
We need your business. No.
Yeah. Riot. So yeah. Hey, and then crypto is moving this morning as well, guys. So if we look at crypto is up. And so we have Bitcoin. Let me show you guys Bitcoin.
Let's see here. ACEL RX announces 14 million registered direct common stock and warrant offering. There's so many warrants, man. I never even knew what a warrant was about.
A warrant's basically a company issued offering, or company issued option. Company issued option is what I mean. A company issued option. Yep. And so it's like an option that the company itself issues. So it's a little bit more valid, and they agree that if you buy this, you'll be able to get so and so by a certain date. It's just a company issued offering. It's an offering that's not bought and sold by retail traders. It's instead given out by the company itself.
Yeah, it's like, how do you get with a company that gives you a warrant that's worth like a whole bunch of money in like 3 years?
Well, you just gotta, it's the same thing. You're just basically betting on the stock price going up. It's a cheaper way to invest, right? So like if you want to buy Tesla, for instance, and Tesla's just too expensive, if they had warrants, which they don't, you could buy the warrant instead. The latest one was, I'm trying to think we saw a bunch, DWAC, right? If you don't feel like buying DWAC at $60 a share, say you wanted to buy more and you wanted a more volatile, speculative, asset, then you would look at the warrants, DWACW, and you can get it for a third of the price, $22, a little bit more than a third of the price for $22.50. And so that's kind of how they work. And again, it's just like, if you believe the company's going to go up long term, then, the warrant on the stock should go up as well, basically.
Andrew, looking at Tilray for the last month, decided on October 18th around there to go down to $10 as its minimum drop. I'm seeing now it's back up to $13.44. It keeps bouncing in between about 15 cents up and down.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is about Tilray is they are one a Canadian-based company, number one. Number two, they actually make more revenue than Tesla did last year, pretty much. So they're very profitable. It's more about their growth and what they're doing, especially about the bills and everything passing for the U.S. to become it. But inside of actually Canada, they're huge, and they've bought out half of the other competition, pretty much, just to make sure everybody's aware. So,
which company?
Tilray.
Oh, Tilray. Yeah. They bought APHA.
Yep.
This is who they bought. So, and Tilray, I've been watching Tilray for years, and this is what I've seen. This is just what I've seen. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to go up. I'm not saying that it's good or bad. This is just what I've seen happen with Tilray over the last 3 years since I've been trading it. Mitch Hawk for Benzinga, he used to be, we used to trade together. And so we used to watch Tilray a lot. When Tilray first came on the scene, it ripped up. Let me see if we can look at a longer term chart here. And it first came out, and Mitch and I were very bearish on Tilray when it first dropped, not because we didn't like the company, but more so because let me show you the 5-year chart. More so because when it first came out, it was up to $300 a share. Like within a few weeks of it first coming out, it was up to $300 a share. And at the time, Mitch and I were both like, hey, this is too extended. Like, it's $300 a share. It's just way too extended. You know what I mean? It's not established of a company enough to be $300 a share. And we were very bearish on it. A lot of people talk smack to us. A lot of people would tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about, that it was going to go higher, that it would be $1,000 a share, so forth and so on. And then eventually, Tilray kind of creeped all the way back down to 240s. And then, of course, what usually happens is the people that said I was wrong just kind of went radio silent on me. And so it got up to 240s, but ever since then, and mostly this was just due to the cannabis boom. Like, we had a cannabis boom back in 2018, when all the cannabis stocks were fresh on the market. They were running, they were making big moves, and then everything kind of quieted back down some. Of course, now we're starting to creep back up some from the lows. We were down to like 8s, under 10. We finally started to break back over 12s. And the good thing about Tilray is that it's going to be a long-term play, in my opinion. It's not something that like you could take advantage of short-term gains, but I think Tilray, I think you just got to wait for federal legalization. You know, it's got 500 million in the float, so the float is large. They did sell some shares, but I do think that this is the strongest cannabis stock on the market. I think that if you're betting on cannabis, I think Tilray is probably the right one. Now, who knows what it's going to do? Let me know what you think about that one, guys. Do you think TL? What's your favorite cannabis stock? Let us know in chat. But in my personal opinion, I think if we're talking about like the alpha cannabis stock, it's probably Tilray. It's the most well-known. It's the one that's been the strongest historically, and we'll see what happens.
So, how your ferrets doing, by the way, man? They still all alive? Did one of them take out the other two or something?
Nah, man, they're good, bro. They're good, dude. They're honestly a handful, you know. But they're good. They're good animals. They're cool animals, bro. One got out the other day, and he actually came and ran up to me. It was in the cold, so one escaped, and the other two didn't. And so we found him in my backyard, and he legitimately ran up to me. Like he ran up to me and like put his paws on my leg and was like, yo, pick me up, dude. And so that kind of changed my perspective about the ferrets. Like at first I was like, these animals don't care. But then, you know, he actually liked me. He liked me enough to run up to me. I put it this way. He didn't run away from me, you know, which is surprising.
He ran up to John, Daddy.
Right. Hey, that's kind of what he did, bro. I was surprised. I was like, hey, buddy, you know, and he ran up to me and then he wanted me to hold him. He let me hold him. It was cool. Good. Hey, what's up, Clinton, for 10 months, bro? What's up, brother? Aloha. You all watched the new Hertz commercial, Tom Brady flashbacks, doing the LLD school Hertz commercial, seeing the Brady and OJ jokes. Hey, I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen that one. Sndl. We got some people talking about Sndl here. Hexo, Maps.
And just talking about
ACB.
like the holidays coming up, people, if you were planning on getting everything, like buy it immediately, whatever you're thinking about, because it's not even a joke of the chip shortage about to hit us soon.
Yeah.
So just be aware.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get my son the Oculus thing.
No.
I'm gonna have to get him the Oculus. Let me see if they sell them on Amazon real quick. I might want to buy that now.
I put in a ticket for that Halo Xbox just because I'd rather saved $20 on Halo. So if I do hit that, it should be popping up in the next 20 minutes if I do hit the ticket. So if it happens, then I'll be playing Xbox with you too.
Hey, dope, man, dope. Yeah, dude, I'm down. All right, so I'm seeing here we got the Oculus 2 Advanced All-in-One Virtual Reality headset for 128 gigs. I can get it for $299. We got the 252 gigs. Now, is this in this look? Yeah. So, okay. So we can still get them. I can get it in 3 days. Should I order this now, though? I just think my son would love this. You know, I think my son would love it. And I would probably love it, too.
Why don't you let me find a discount code for your son?
Hey, do it, bro. I'm down.
I'll figure it out.
All right.
All right. Like a day.
All right. So I asked people what their favorite cannabis stocks were. ACB. We're getting them. GRWG. Tilray, CGC. So not too bad. Yeah, Algo, great crypto. Yeah, crypto is flying this morning, which is honestly really good. And again, we're going to be dropping a video on how to buy and sell profitable NFTs. Buy and sell profitable NFTs.
I like NFTs.
Yeah, NFTs are cool, bro. Honestly, they're dope, bro. Honestly, I got a full course dropping. It's either going to be dropping this morning or this evening. But I got a full course dropping. It's like a 30-minute course, 30-minute class, full class on it, I guess we should say, dropping on the new channel, on the Beginner Crypto channel.
Oh, new one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been building this Beginner Crypto. If you're not buying locally, buy now. Shipping crisis, yeah, for sure. Do you have PlayStation? No, I mostly have Xbox.
The PlayStation guy.
Stop
talking about that Gucci Xbox Playmaker. $10,000. What,
bro? Dude, nobody's buying that thing, dude. Bill Gates might be. You know.
Listen, I go to Beechwood. I got this mall in Beechwood. I forget what it's called, but anyways, Beechwood. It's got all that Saks Fifth Avenue, Gucci. Walk in, you got the Louis Vuitton store and everything. And every time I walk past Gucci, I'm just confused. Now I know. Now I did like the Gucci Hollywood show. I gotta tell that, man. Macaulay Culkin came out of left field. I'm like, what? Anyways,
what? I saw that, man. I saw that. I didn't see it, but I saw the trailer for it.
I said, where'd you come from, man?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, Frodo coming out here with the acting skills. You know.
Frodo. God, you imagine if he would have played Frodo?
Honestly, bro,
He's like,
he
no,
did
that's
play Frodo. Oh,
no,
me? I could play Frodo.
that was Elijah Woods or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right. Who played him?
He played Home Alone, man. That was the only thing he played.
Oh yeah, dude, that's true. Macaulay Culkin, man, he's had a rough life, dude. That dude is just, you know.
He's all like back. But anyways.
Yeah, that kid was the cutest kid ever in the 90s. And he turned out to just be the strangest man, you know.
I used to watch that stuff all the time too.
Yeah. Honestly, we just watched it. My wife just spent $13 on Home Alone. I was like, baby, we have Disney Plus. It's free, you know. Wasted $13. We got a donation from Clinton. He said, if you ever like Star Wars, get Star Wars Squadron VR. Fly 12 different ships in VR. Good fun. VR and non-VR. Oh, that's dope. So is it multiplayer? My big thing is multiplayer. Like, I'm a multiplayer player, if you will. You know, I wanna play together with other people. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead, Tony. My bad. Did I cut you off? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, no, ain't nobody buying that damn Gucci thing. And if you are, I don't know what for.
You're wasting money.
I mean, the Xbox has just got a monologue thing. I can get you some 3D printing, man. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just the colors throw me off whenever I go in there, green, red, and everything. I'm like, I don't like those colors, and I'm like,
you don't like green and red, bro? You don't like Christmas colors?
I don't like the way they put them together. Exactly, it's
bro,
a Christmas color. That's
you would hate my house. You would hate my house, man. Bro. My Carol gets really festive, and our whole house is freaking, you know, decked out already. It's not even. It's mid-November.
I'm gonna go get a big tree for the first time ever.
Yeah, man, do it, bro. Get a big tree, bro. I love the smell of Christmas. You know, it's nostalgic. Xbox is a scam if you own a PC. No, not necessarily. Xbox is okay. You can get a computer, sure, but like you're gonna run into issues with those computers. You know what I mean? Number one is that a lot of people would they don't like mouse control, and if you're playing on PC, you kind of need mouse control. And so a lot of people are just not about that mouse control. The other thing is that a console will give you all that you have in a computer with less hassle. Like you're going to be able to play the same games that you will on a computer with less hassle. You put the game in, you start the game, boom, that's it. You know, with the computer, you got to turn it on. You got to make sure you don't get a virus. You got to, you know, make sure your hard drive is up to date. You got to make sure you're not using too much memory. Like, you have some of the same issues on a console, but consoles are just easier to deal with. You know, you press the on button and boom. You know, I have both. I've got a gaming computer. Like what this is a gaming computer, but I still have multiple Xboxes.
The only game I'm really excited for, period, and won't be out until February, and I think you should jump on this too if you like a challenge, Elden Ring.
Okay.
That's the last game talk we got for this hour, but Elden Ring's going to go hard, people. You're going to get killed, and you're going to get defeated, and then you're going to rage. Just don't break your controllers.
I'm about it, bro. I'm about it, dude. I love games. That's fair. Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm against computers. I don't know. I'm biased against computers. So I used to go to Walmart, and like I said, like Tony said, after this, we're going to move on out of the games because we're rambling a little bit too much here. At least I am personally. But I'm biased against computers for specifically games. And the reason I am is because when I was a child, they used to sell these big box games. Like you go to Walmart and you see all these big boxes of games and they would have the best graphics and they would look super dope and you'd be super excited. And I'd get my parents to buy me this game. I remember I bought Battlefield 1942 as a kid. And I brought this game home and I wanted to play it. And I stuck it in my crappy computer and it just never played. It just didn't work. You know what I mean? And so apparently I had to have some super fancy computer that was worth like $2,000 at the time to be able to make Battlefield work. And so ever since then, I was like, I just don't like, you never have to worry about that with a console. You just stick the game in, it's going to work. You know, with the computer, you know, a lot of them, you have to have the right specs, you know, got to have the right everything. So I'd rather have something that's tailored towards what I'm playing, which is a console. That's my argument. Anyways.
All right. I liked it.
Yeah. Hey, you know, sign me up for the video game debate team over here, you know, but we got OXBR. What do you think of OXBR, bro? I've seen this one before. It's gapping up some for OXBR. Right now. Oxbridge Holdings, small float stock. It is a small float. I'm trying to see what the catalyst is. I see they had a third quarter earnings that dropped Friday is probably what this is. Yes. So they dropped third quarter earnings on a SPAC investment and premium income on Friday. They posted third quarter EPS of $1.14 profit, which was up from 1 cent per share loss year over year. Sales of $7.03 million, which was up from $259,000 year over year. So these were just better than expected earnings that came out in after hours on Friday. That's what went down. So better than expected, better than last year earnings. Tilray's up. Sndl is starting to creep. It's at almost 91 cents. The previous closing price is right at 92. And so we're going to be watching that with Sndl too.
BLNK was set for a $50 blink charging for a $50
EV
price
play.
card. Yeah, they have a HC upgrades. HC, I don't know who the hell these people are. Wainwright. Anyways, from a neutral to a buy, like one of those analysts.
Yeah. Hey, and thank you, Clinton, for those donations. I see you, brother. I see you, man. He said Space Atlas, new game, crypto and NFT ships, RPG coming out soon. Should be testing the waters, crypto and NFT play. And that's what I'm super interested in. Like, as a gamer myself, like listen, guys, I know we got a lot of people here that are gamers as well, and Tony included. Have you ever thought about getting into blockchain gaming, Tony?
I've seen some of them, but nothing really interests me for the thing. But I know what you're talking about, how you're selling real items and they're worth real currency and everything like that, virtual items and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, Snoop Dogg was partnered up with one of them, and like Snoop Dogg was giving away. Snoop Dogg did like a raffle for his neighbor spot. Like he bought a house, and then you could be his neighbor. So a lot of people think it's the future, and it's the future of gaming. It's something I want to get my son involved with, because I think that kids that play these games really early are going to build up some fortunes to a certain extent on some of these games. But thank you, Clinton, for that $5, bro. I appreciate you. Nice. I want a PC that will take more than 2 screens. I got 4 over here on mine. You just got to find one that has the ports in the back. As long as you got one that has enough memory and that has the ports with a good enough graphics card, then, you know.
Yeah, it's all about the memory and the splitting. I have 3 right now. Yeah.
I have 4, but it probably doesn't run as smooth as it should be with 4. Look at EYPT. EYPT gapping up some as well, guys. What do y'all think of Sndl? Do you think it's going to go up? Vote on the poll. We did drop the poll. Here's EYPT. This is iPoint Pharma. Company announced wet AMD trial results. What the heck does that mean? Announced wet AMD trial results showed 76 and 53% of patients were rescue-free up to 4 and 6 months, respectively, in single injection of EYPT 1901. So this is iPoint Pharmaceuticals. Positive trial results. So that's good. So positive trial results for EYPT. I'm curious what the float is here. The float is 21 million, so it's a smaller float. And we'll see what happens there. Smaller float.
He said his buddy bought 50. He bought Santa coin and it's down 50%.
Yeah, for sure. Or bought what?
Santa coin. I don't know what it is.
Santa coin? SANTA, like Santa Claus? Like
Santa Claus. Exactly. Santa coin.
All right, let me look at that. I got to look this up.
Like, listen, everybody. I got one thing to say about crypto. Please. If I get it, you're getting in on the ground floor, but if you gotta go through this to get into that, to pay for that, to get a coin, I don't know if it's ever gonna become mainstream.
I don't know, bro. Here's the reality. That's what I used to think as well. Yeah, Santa coin is down 50%. You know, ho, down 50%. Here it is right here. Santa Claus is down 50%. But at the same time, I will say this. Okay. This is my opinion on it, and I think this is probably accurate from because I took in a partner for the crypto channel, and like the partner I took in knows his crypto stuff. Right, here's Santa coin, by the way, just absolutely tanked in the last 24 hours, dropped 50%. Okay, but here's the reality: is that what happens with these coins is like if you look at some of them, like if you look at some of these blockchain gaming coins, right? They were the most valuable when they were on platforms like that, when they were the hardest to find, were when they were the cheapest. All right. And so what happens is that when these games come out, they're more obscure. They're not super popular. They're not going to be listed on all the major exchanges. And that's when they're going to be the cheapest. And so like if you're looking for like a lottery style of investing into some of these coins, that's probably what you should be doing, is looking for these obscure coins. At the same time, though, you need to research them and make sure they're not just fraudulent coins like Santa. I don't know if it's fraudulent, but you got to research them and make sure they're not just pump and dumps in the crypto world. But there's going to be some of these coins that are not, and there's going to be some of these coins that are legitimately good technologies or games or whatever the coin backing is. And so some of those coins you're going to have to find early. Like if you look at, for instance, Sandbox, Sandbox wasn't listed on all the major exchanges a year ago. It was 3 cents a share. Currently, Sandbox is like 140, I think. Let me see. Sandbox coin is Sandbox coin a year ago, or a few years ago, was about a year ago, Sandbox coin was 3.5 cents. 3.5 cents, 4 cents a share. It's currently $3. If we look at Axie Infinity, and when you could get it at that 4 or 5 cents when it was on one of those little bitty exchanges. Same thing with Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity, back on a year ago, it was 50 cents a share. It's currently 143 a share or a token, right? So those are the percentage gains that, like, if you get in early enough, that's what you want to do. You want to get in early enough and be able to, trade based off of that, if that makes sense, right? But of course, you're going to have a lot of pump and dumps. You're going to have a lot of fakes. You're going to have a lot of sketchy stocks that just don't hold and that crash and that get pumped and dumped. And so your job, if you're investing into these, is just to invest and research the technologies. There's some interesting technologies that you can get really cheap on these obscure platforms. That's going to be the only place you can find them. Like for instance, Ethereum back in the day was like 3 cents, on some of these obscure places. And so if your head in crypto is over long term, that's what you're going to have to do. You know what I mean? Anyways, sorry for the rant.
No, I mean, some people get in and then they go up to $2 million and then they hold it and it goes back down to $500,000. And I'm like, why?
Right.
It's just like sell the
Yeah,
damn
I'm taking
thing.
profit.
Yeah,
that's me. I'm unloading at least some.
Like I mentioned no names or anything, but still, man, I've seen some people do some damn stuff, and I'm like, okay.
What are you doing, bro? But yeah, Lucid. Somebody asked me about Lucid, and Lucid, I don't know, man.
Lucid is just a little while away. I mean, they're pretty cars and everything, but they're unaffordable. That's the thing. I mean, if you can't afford one, and we're talking, and I don't care where you are financially in your life to be able to finance one, if you can't afford to really go buy one, then it's kind of a pipe dream to me when it really comes down to it for certain vehicles. Now, that's why I say Teslas are more attainable as of now for a Model 3, even though it's not the top tier. Me personally, I think I'm gonna go gas again this rotation for the next 3 years, unless something crazy happens for opportunity. Because, like, me personally, I'm gonna go with the Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition. I love that thing. And like I said, I mean, I would love to have an electric. I would love to have an electric car when it comes down to it, 100%. I love the torque. I love the ideas. I love the technology. But their leasing programs are insane. I mean, you got to pay like $1,000 a month for what you can get. You can get into.
Well, that's any car. That's any car right now, though, brother. So that's literally everything and anything right now.
You're
Unfortunately,
I haven't looked for the last couple of years. Keep going. Sorry for that.
Yeah. No. That's anything and everything right now. Unfortunately, bro. The cars are just crazy right now, dude. It's probably the worst time in history to buy a car. It's probably the worst time in history to buy a house too, in my personal subjective opinion. And granted. I bought a car and a house within the last 2 years, or my family bought a car and a house in the last few years. So, but not really the best time to buy it. Car prices are exceptionally high. House prices are a huge bubble in my opinion right now. But who knows what's gonna happen? What's up, Juan? And so if I was gonna, no, don't play that. Don't play that. Luckily, I can't get a copyright strike if it's less than 5 seconds. So luckily,
that was 2 seconds.
But don't play that. Anyways, but no. I think that a lot of people that are buying cars right now, those cars are going to lose value year over year. I think the same thing with houses. A lot of people that bought a car 2-3 years ago are now selling the used car that they bought for what they paid for it brand new. Yep. Like, that's the type of bubble we're in right now in terms of cars and vehicles.
Especially with Porsches, just saying. Porsches are insane for that market.
Dude, I always love Porsches too.
Yeah, they were pretty cars. So expensive,
Yeah.
dude. When you go look at the window sticker, you're like, wow.
Yeah, they're just ridiculous, dude. ACB honestly looks really strong too. This is another cannabis stock that was at 640s a few weeks ago, about 10 days ago. We're now currently at 850. So really nice percentage moves for ACB and the cannabis stocks as well. Currently up to 850s. Sndl up to 90 cents. We'll see if that one continues. So yeah, the cannabis stocks are really the ones moving. EYPT is really popping up. The other one that I didn't really talk about that much today is GGPI. Look at GGPI. Gore's Guggenheim is what this is. It's got about 100 million in the float. How old is this stock? Okay, so this is an older stock. Good percentage moves, and it's gapping up some. What kind of stock is this? Can somebody... Okay, wait. I figured out what the catalyst was. So the catalyst is that Polestar delivering on global markets and retail expansion plans ready for further growth.
It's a blank check. It's a blank check company.
The SPAC. Yeah.
Its purpose of effecting a merger. Yep.
Okay, so it's a SPAC. So this is a SPAC. Okay. And this is rip it up really big. It was at 1040s back on the 10th, 5 days ago. It's currently up 50% basically. Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to like, what's the link to the crypto channel, Jason? It's youtube.com/beginnercrypto. Hey, we're growing on that channel. We've grown by pretty heavy in the last week or two. So, hey, I appreciate you guys. There's the link right there if you want to check it out. Yeah, it kind of goes back to like the reality of, I think part of the culture is like, hey, get a fancy car, flex on people, right? But the truth is, like, even if you have like $2, $3, $4, $5 million, like you're gonna spend huge percentages on a car. It just doesn't seem like the right move. I think one thing that you'll see most rich people do, most wealthy people, I should say, like something you'll see most wealthy people do is you'll see them spend all of their money putting it back into the business. Like Elon Musk made 15 million in the early 2000s, right? He made like 15 or 20 million. He put all of that back into his other businesses, and now he's worth almost $200 billion. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing you'll see most wealthy people do is they'll just reinvest their money that they make. They'll take the money they make and they'll just put it right back in. And so I think if you're starting anything, that's what you got to do. Yeah, wealthy people lease cars.
The best ways to do it. And the reality is with everybody, just one quick thing about buying and leasing a car, everybody. All right. So like me, I sold BMW, so I'm a very good judgment of buying and leasing. So whenever you're asking yourself when you're approaching the vehicle, is that a car that you want to have for longer than 2 to 3 years? If it is, buy it. If it's just a temporary situation, or if a payment is insane, you know what I mean, for buying it, then lease it for the opportunity of the experience. But I promise everybody, in 2 years, you're gonna
want the newest and fresh.
You're gonna want, there you go. In 2 years, and now keep in mind, right now, cars are actually starting to reduce themselves inside of capabilities, not inside of the actual capability of the vehicle, but the overall features in it, so they can offer vehicles without all the chips affecting certain things for like all this high tech stuff. But the reality is, it's just like John said right there. I mean, do you really want old garbage in 2 to 3 years when you could be paying the same payment? So that's just my head toward it.
Yeah, and that's what wealthy people do. Wealthy people lease, and the reason they lease is so they can continue to drive the newest and best. You know, they're willing to pay, $15K for a few years to drive a brand new Benz. And then 2 years later, they lease another brand new Benz, and then 2 years later, they lease another brand new Benz, or whatever they feel like buying or leasing. Instead of just buying the car flat out and then in 2 years wanting the newest and best and having to go through that process of like trading the car in and getting hosed on that. And then, they just would prefer to just lease it. They just lease it. They spend 15, 20K for a few years. They drive it. They update it to the newest and best after a few years. And they're basically just renting the car for, 10K a year, which is fine. And that's, in terms of like how much you lose in value just when you drive a new car off the lot, it makes sense. It makes sense. A lot of young people get wrapped up into into financing these cars with money they don't have. And they lose so much money financing brand new cars that it's just a lot of people are going to be more better off. If you really got money like that, leasing is going to be a better option. Um,
One last thing, a quick tip. If anybody is going to lease and you actually have the money that you were going to put down on a car to begin with, do not go in there about money down, right? Talk and negotiate this stuff. Negotiate it down to pennies, right? I'm talking about rip their throats out with what they were offering to what you're going to get the price at per month. And then
yeah.
hit them with the one-time lease payment. Now, not a lot of people
Mhm.
have that ability, but if you walk in there and you're already down to that, man, that can drop at $70 additionally, pretty much within the terms per month, which is a lot within a lease because there's only so much per thousand. A thousand moves like $30 per every situation per down. But like I said, you hit them with a one-time lease payment. Dude, you are in such a good place because that's a one time throughout the 2 years if you're able to do it. And then all the tax benefits for the initial year hit in like playmakers saying and stuff. And like I said,
Yeah.
it's just an opportunity for the future, but that's only with people with wallets. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. No, it's good. It's good stuff to be honest. It's good stuff to talk about. Look at BTB. BTB dropping down to 318s. Uh, now what is BTB? I saw this one gap up earlier. Um, this is Bit Brother. So this is a crypto related stock, which is surprising because crypto, at least the last time I looked at it, let me see where crypto is at right now.
Bit brother.
Crypto, yeah, Bit Brothers. I'm assuming it's crypto, right? This has got to be crypto. No, let
Bit
me see.
brother engages the supply and distribution of tea beverages and related products.
Oh, so it's not Bitcoin related. Okay.
It also markets meals and pastries through its wholly owned subsidiaries. The company was founded in November 28th, 2011, and is headquarters in China.
Interesting. You know,
Yeah,
and
what
we
an
got some
interesting name.
interesting. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I thought it was crypto. Most of the time, those are crypto. Uh, all right, BTB is coffee and tea. Okay, got you. Thanks for the advice. I need a new car in the next year. Sndl go to the moon. Yeah, Sndl pulled a U-shaped breakout pattern, and that's usually a good sign. You know, we want to see the U, we want to see the move up, and we'll see if it does. You know, we're watching it for sure. EYPT, GGPI, SNDL. You know, we got some other ones. CREX, CREX. You know, if CREX can get back over the VWAP and actually hold, then that's looking really nice as well. But who knows if it's actually going to do that? CREX is up after the company announced a merger with Reflect Systems on Friday. Also, understand about CREX that the third quarter results, I believe, are supposed to be dropping sometime. You know, so I'm pretty sure CREX has, third quarter earnings is supposed to come after close today. So just understand that might cause some volatility there, and y'all just be careful.
And I got a question for you, John, and maybe for everybody. Is
Sure.
Elon our current Tony Stark, or is Tony
Yes.
Stark still to come? Because I mean, like cars are cool and spaceships are cool, but I mean, every rich guy just seems to be throwing spaceships out anymore. I'm sorry.
Right,
I
but
mean,
they're copying Elon though is the reality of it. Like I think Elon's Tony Stark for sure. I think everybody's copying Elon in terms of electric vehicles, in terms of spaceships. You know, and I think it's kind of like you got to follow what was the first, and Elon was the first to really be breaking these grounds in those industries. And so I like Elon. He's one of the only billionaires that I like, to be honest. You know, that I root for, just because at least he's trying. Like I said, in terms of like billionaires, what you want to see is if I make a billion, if I make billions of dollars like that, what are you gonna do? You got to try to save the world, and I think that's what Elon's doing. You know, which is good. I'm rooting for him. Uh,
I wonder whatever
Elon is
happened
still
with that
building
bill.
suit.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was just reading a comment.
I, I was just gonna say, I wonder what Bill Gates is doing with that water purifier thingy. I think that if that thing's still going, that is pretty
Mm.
interesting. It's just turning poop sewage water into clean drinking water. I'm like, man, I'm
Oh,
not drinking that, but still, but it was interesting.
yeah. I'm not drinking that water, but hey, if it can solve the job, it can solve the job. You know.
I'll tell you what would be crazy to do. Like, me being overseas and everything, you got to understand, like, when I was overseas, like, and, tours and everything, duty,
Yeah.
the water was very disgusting within, like, the natural brewing of, like, the water sources, like their rivers, like you would call it, or the crossing water things. What would be interesting to do is to literally take and build a dam inside of these areas where they're very poor inside of the areas and let the water water filtration go through it, kind of like, you know, a dam would do. And there only needs to be so big from an initial point of where the water comes in. And even though it wouldn't clear out all the water, because what happens is it's the actual pollution of, maybe it would prevent it over time, and then they could actually enhance the rivers. But then again, there's so much stuff that they'd be sucking out of the rivers that they need, but still there's so much garbage in there that's disgusting. But still, like I said, it's just an idea for overall water. If we're focusing on water, it doesn't allow a natural water spring to occur inside of areas of like more rural, more poor,
Right.
more desert. It's just it's so much opportunity of what if.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
sorry. Yeah, I don't want to
No,
get
you're
into
good. You're good.
that. What
No,
if?
it's interesting. Yeah, for sure. No, it's interesting. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. There's so many problems to fix. It's just, that's why I just want to see at least some of the billionaires do some stuff like that, just so they can solve some of these issues. That's what you got to do. I think the reason people don't like Jeff is because they don't feel like he's working as hard as he could be. So we got Mo over here. What's up, Mo? John, I like you and your style, as you are an honest person. Question: if you are a full-time trader, what's your advice? I'm not a full-time trader, by the way. I mean, I trade every day, but I certainly don't live purely off of my trading profits. Like last week, I only made a few $100. It was a tough week. I do a lot of other stuff, including this YouTube channel, to make money, and so it's not something that I'm doing full-time.
I'll let John answer first, and I'm gonna answer as well.
Okay,
Go ahead,
but yeah,
John.
so he says, if you are a full-time trader, what's your advice? I'm making over 6 figures, but I found that there is more potential in the stock market. Okay, so Mo, this is my advice to you, brother. What I think you should understand is that a large majority of people that start trading lose money. You're going to go out there and you're going to see all these different people try to sell you all this different stuff. They're going to act like you could just get rich quick in the stock market. They're going to act like you can just, make all this money really easily. All you got to do is just buy their course and copy them, right? That's what they're going to pretend. The reality is much different. Like, it's not as easy to make money in the stock market. It's just not. It's very difficult, especially if you're day trading. And so for most people day trading, it takes years to really be successful. And for the entire few years leading up to when they're successful, most people just lose money. And so if you're going to get involved with the stock market, number one, you got to understand you're going to lose money in the beginning, almost certainly. Number two, stay away from gurus and sketchy courses. You're going to have a lot of people that try to sell you courses for thousands of dollars that are just publicly available content. It's just content that's already out there, that you could find on YouTube for free. And, they're going to package it like they've got some secret, which they don't. And then they're going to try to sell it to you, and they're going to appease to your emotions. So they're going to make it seem like, look how much money I have. They're going to rent mansions. They're going to rent a car for a week. They're going to rent a Lamborghini for a week. And then they're going to make a video about that. And they're going to be like, look how rich I am. You could be like me. Just buy my course. A large majority of those people are just in this for a business opportunity to sell people courses. Most of them don't have over a year or two of experience, actually. And so that's the biggest thing to understand, is that the market is very difficult. Most people lose money, and there's just a lot of predators out there trying to sell you sketchy courses, to be honest. Not all of them. I'm not against courses, but the reality is there's just, most of them are sketchy. And me personally, listen, we're on the internet. I'm not saying you could Google and find a lot of these courses out there for free somewhere on the internet. I'm not saying you should do that, or you could do that just by typing in Google, the name of these courses somewhere. I'm not saying that that's even possible. I'm just saying this is the internet, okay? Anyways, hope that makes sense. Sorry, go ahead, Tony.
I would just simply say, unless you hate your job, do not leave your job until you're set. I mean, dude, let's be honest here. If you're making 6 figures, then let's just call it a blessing there. You've clearly earned it to be where you're at. And I mean, if you have a foundation for something continuous revenue where you don't have to worry about it, then you can go for a venture. But the reality is, I would still say, until your foundation is completely solid and where you feel that you can actually make or break a situation, I wouldn't say evacuate from the job just yet. That's the only thing I say. Because
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't quit
that's
your job, especially.
it's a lot. It's a lot of capital to play with, but at the same time, I mean, dude, any day. Some people are. I mean, maybe you're not a guy who puts all your chips in one pot by any means. God bless you for that. But I'm just saying, it's just, just be careful.
Yeah.
Take each trade as it comes, and I wouldn't quit the job just yet, because I mean, especially you've earned it. And Muhammad,
Right.
I mean, if you earned it, brother.
If you're making 6 figures, if you're making 6 figures, bro, enjoy that, dude. Enjoy that. Like I said, it's going to be hard for you to make that type of money in the stock market in the first year or two. You can, but it's going to be very difficult. And so if you've got a steady 6-figure income, bro, just enjoy that, brother. The reality of it is you can make a lot of money in stocks. What I would do if I could start over is I wouldn't day trade. I would swing trade. I would find sympathy plays. Like there's a lot of stories in the market that you can capitalize on. There's a lot of stories in the market that you can make money from. Like what I mean by stories is like, I had a buddy that bought up gaming stocks before the E3 gaming conference. And then after E3 gaming conference, all these gaming stocks went up. It was Mitch. All these gaming stocks went up and he was able to capitalize on that sentiment and that story of the market. I dip bought United Airlines right after the crash a year and a half ago. Right after UAL crashed, I dip bought two companies. I dip bought United Airlines and I dip bought what was the other one? It was a casino, MGM. So I dip bought MGM and I dip bought United Airlines. And my logic at the time was they were down to like $20 a share. They were down like 75% down to $20 a share. United Airlines was never about to fail. Neither was MGM. You know what I mean? And so finding those cheap prices and buying them and riding the bounces up, I ended up making like 30-40% in a week or two from those two trades. And so there's stories that you can capitalize on in the market without as much risk as day trading. Day trading is a very niche type of thing. It's very difficult to do successfully. Most people lose. The only way you should be day trading is if you have enough money to be comfortable to learn, because learning is expensive. And so that's kind of the best way I could put it. But yeah, if you're not profitable, never quit your job. Never get a loan in trading. Never get a loan, never quit your job if you're not profitable. Once you are profitable, that's a different story. Do whatever you want to do. But those are the two things that you really got to understand. Anyways. Yeah, as long as you have enough saved for 7 to 10 years, which nobody does, you're good to quit. I mean, some people do.
No. I mean, like I said, me and John definitely want everybody to be winning. I mean, regardless of what we suggest or encourage, it's just, this world is so crazy anymore.
Right.
Always have multiple revenue sources, regardless of 100%. Where they're coming from.
Right. That's the key to real wealth, to be honest, is having multiple different revenue streams. I think Warren Buffett famously said that I can't remember what the quote is, but it was something like, the only way you're ever going to be wealthy is if you start making money while you're sleeping. If you work specific hours and you work per hour and you're doing it that way, you're never going to really make money. Like what you really want to do is find a way to earn while you're sleeping. Like that's the way people build real wealth. It's just earn while they're sleeping. Everybody's
about to start saying crypto, but you're losing while you're sleeping too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, 20. I mean, listen, it's all relative, corporate. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, Mo. Happy to help, brother. How much capital do you think is enough to live solely off the market? It depends, man. It depends. It depends on what makes you comfortable enough. Like if you can get by on 10, 20K a year, then you probably only need, I don't know, 20, 30K.
It's interesting. I'm sorry, John. My bad.
Oh, go ahead. It's all right.
I was just saying, like, throughout life, I mean, we're all different ages inside of this community right now. And I remember when I got out of the Army and I worked for my uncle and I was making like $8 an hour at his mattress store. And then I would make commission whenever I would sell stuff. But if you didn't sell, then you were stuck with $8 an hour pretty much.
Right.
But it's just like, I used to tell myself, man, if I could just make 30K, I'll be happy.
No, dude. It's funny how that shit works, bro. Sorry for cursing, but honestly, I did the same thing, dude. I did the same thing. It never changes. It never changes.
And then out of nowhere, for the last 2 years, I get up to way more than 30K. And then now with my new position I start today, it's it's just like, like things come to you randomly as long as you strive for the situation. But it's just like, be humble in what you actually require of yourself to get by rather than what you expect of yourself. And that's what I would say was always my winning. Like I never planned for more because I honestly, no matter how stupid this sounds, I never thought I was valued at more. So
yeah.
I don't have any education, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But when it comes down to this, thank you. That comes down to the situation, it's just kind of like, it's a miracle. It's a blessing. And not everybody's going to get the same blessings in life, but still strive for what you believe you're worth and then figure out your game plan from there. And that's all I said. Just like you said, it always blows me away. Like, I'm like, if I could just make this, If I could,
Right.
now it's just like, man, shit, dude. If I was just making that, my life would suck.
Right. You got to be grateful. Honestly, it was the same way, bro. Like, I remember when I was building this YouTube channel. You know, in the early days, we didn't make anything, of course, you know, and eventually we started to make money. And I remember it was like, hey, if I could just get this channel to make a few $1,000s a month, you know,
Yeah.
I would be super blessed and happy and lucky to be in that situation. And, you know, what I was going to say is like, sometimes it's never good enough. Like now I'm making drastically more than that. But it's still like now I still look at it like, well, if I could just make this much money, I'm going to be happy. You're never really happy, you know, to put it that way. No matter how much you make, no matter how much more you make, you're never truly happy about it. At least not me. You always want to do better. And I think that's human nature to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. But I think a thought experiment is just to look back at yourself 2 years ago and say, hey, what if I told my 2 year ago self that I was making as much money as I'm making? I would be ecstatic. I would be super happy. And so I think that's what you got to do. You got to look at it from perspective of how you were feeling a few years ago and the movement you've done forward since then, you know.
And I don't want a giant exodus of people saying that Tony caused them to leave your job, but I am going to say one big thing about working people. If you're working at a place where you feel small and you feel like you're not important and you feel belittled, abused in a word sometimes, because some people, like, we work in those environments sometimes that I've been through in life. Remember, there's other opportunities as long as you.
There always is.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't have anything for you know, stopping you, then the reality is don't accept that defeat every day, no matter how long you've been there. I mean, the reality is, unless it's something that's going to be a 10-year position where you get into, I mean, honestly, you guys are worth more than what you know, especially right now. People don't want to work. We're off. I mean, if anybody wants a job, literally, if anybody wants a job with Progressive, I will literally give referrals right now. If you want to hey, John, pop up my social media for my Twitter. Hit me up. I will give everybody referrals for Progressive. These are work from home positions. If you go into claims, the starting pay is 40 grand plus a possibility of 7 grand bonus and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm just saying, like,
we can't guarantee you're going to get jobs. So don't
guarantee 100%.
Guarantee you're going to get jobs. All he's going to do is, like you said,
it's just a referral. Exactly. But all I'm saying is, like, that's just one example of opportunities that are available right now. And it's
even the programming niche right now, like the programming niche, like a lot of people, like a lot of junior programmers. It's been a really hard time to get them into a job, like to find a job as a junior programmer. It's the hardest job to get as a junior programming job because you're new. Right now, you could jump in a software job with not a ton of experience and still get paid really, really well because of the labor shortage. And so in that industry, so it's like, if you've ever thought about being a programmer or breaking into that niche, now's the time to get a job. I've never had a real job as a programmer, I do freelance. And so I've never worked for an actual company. So it's like, I've even thought about, even though I don't need another job, I've thought about just getting my foot in the door just so I can have that as a reference. Like, hey, I worked here, you know? And so it's time like that with how everything is. All right. Anyways, loyalty as a company is almost pointless. Yeah. I mean, that's always how it goes. You know, we don't have that. Like, just reach out to Tony for, happiness is in the inside. You're never going to find it outside. 100%. Pay safe. What's the symbol, Saucy? All right, let's go back to stocks. What's the symbol?
Yep. No, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's not you. You're good.
We just want people to make sure that you're getting every day because we only have so much life to live. But
right.
Let's see here. What else we got in the game?
All right.
Where's Tesla right now? It's negative.
Tesla was at 1K. Yeah, it's at 1.007. So it's right around $1,000 a share. PSFE. All right, so PSFE, we're looking at this one. I don't know what this one's going to do. Big drops the last few days. Do you guys think it's oversold now? Is that what the theory is for this one, for PSFE? Do you think it's oversold? This is pay safe.
Damn.
Yeah, this thing took a huge
Tesla,
dive.
We would have bought like Tesla. Well, then again, Tesla is so... I mean, 580. 580 turns into that, but I mean, whew, so damn expensive.
Yeah, look at Sndl, guys. Sndl is currently at 92.5 cents. So Sndl just broke over the previous closing price. It went from red to green. So Sndl is starting to creep up. It's technically green on the day now. And again, vote on the poll right now, guys. We got a poll. Do you think SNDL breaks $1 today? We've got 340 votes already. 51% of you think no. 49% of you think yes. It's honestly surprising how split the chat is regarding SNDL. It's almost a complete 50-50 split.
What are we talking about? It's already there, basically. It's going to.
Yeah.
It's 93 cents.
Honestly, it tried the other day. It didn't hit it. So let's see. That's why it's a good test. It's the highs of the last few days. So
trading options right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, November. Okay, and it's 9 cents a thing. What will it go up to if it gets into the money? 50 cents over, which is 40 cents. Which, I mean, dude,
What about-
$10 can turn into $20.
Yeah, what about GGPI? Bro, look at GGPI. GGPI, I'm trying to figure out what the base of this company is.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. That's what I was gonna tell you. It's up 33% because it was up.
SPAC. It's the SPAC merger. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
what
SPAC.
we were looking at before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the SPAC. Okay, that makes more sense. It's just a shell company. But I think it might have, maybe the merger went through. Maybe that's what everybody's talking about here. So yeah, with GGPI, they had their F4 registration proxy statement filed. Next step on the road to NASDAQ listing. Rapid physical sales footprint expansion. So yeah, this is a SPAC merger. They're getting ready for the listing. So do you have any videos teaching options? Not me personally. Tony's more the options guy. I'm not super knowledgeable in options.
Who wants to learn about options? It'll take me 2 seconds. Buy low, sell high. If at night, don't think it's coming back like Tony. Don't be Tony, okay? Listen, if it's going to
learn the Greeks.
Get out. Get out. Oh yeah, the Greeks. Greeks are here or there, man. If it's going up, enjoy the ride. Get off.
yeah, for sure. Chris says you wouldn't be there without the success and money. And again, I didn't say everyone, but the majority of people want more money to be happy. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I don't mean to say money doesn't make me happy. Trust me. Hey, do you want to be on stream, buddy? Do you want to be on stream?
No.
Okay, well, dude. All right, there you go. All right, love you, bud.
Wait,
have a good day.
Can I get games if I stay in my bed?
What?
Can I get games if I stay in my bed tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to go play games right now, though? Not right now, bro. Not before school. Maybe when you get home from school, dude. All right. Love you, buddy. All right. Sorry. All right. We back. But yeah. Yeah, I don't mean to sound like money's not valuable, like, or that I'm not happy. I'm very blessed and happy to be in my situation. Trust me. But what I mean is, like, you got to keep raising it. Like, okay, you make $1,000 a month. You say, oh, if I could just make 2,000. Then you make 2,000. You say, oh, if I could just make 4,000. Then you make 4,000. You say, oh, if I could just make 8,000. Then you make 8,000. Then it's like, well, if I could just make 16, so forth and so on. And so you always kind of want more, and and I think that's normal in business. You're trying to scale, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Harry?
I agree. The last thing we're gonna get off the subject and back on the stocks is just make sure once you get to a certain point, you enjoy yourself. And I don't mean go out and buy a bunch of crap, and just be able to enjoy your life at a certain point of even at 25,000, at 30,000, each different growth. Be able to enjoy that growth and that little bit of extra cheddar for the extra things that you buy, and then we go on to the next level. Always be striving, but don't let the want, let it be a need that happens over time. Let the want disappear, because that will naturally build your hunger of who you are while you're building up your foundation. Is the only thing I say. Wanting will destroy you.
Yeah, you gotta just, it's also be passionate about what you do. You know what I mean? Being passionate, you'll be happy regardless of how much you're making if you're passionate about what you're doing.
Sorry, Allie, we're getting off of it.
Yeah. Hey.
Therapy.
It depends on where you live too. So also, like I said, I think a lot of people could be programmers right now. Software industry is hiring tons of people because they have a shortage of software engineers. And, you could probably learn a language in 3 months, get a job as a software engineer. And it's a really weird market right now. So some people are going to be able to do that. And remember, I mean, the median sole personal income is like 35K. So it's not really that much, you know what I mean? And so if you're making anywhere around that, you're doing fine. We got ICD. I see All right, we got BTB, didn't hold its gains at all. We got EYPT really ripping up, making moves, but pulling back a little bit now. We got CREX here, which is dipping as well, but CREX is holding right there at that support level, and I'm wondering where the support level was from. You know, right around 260s. I must have drawn the support level prior to this. So let me see if we can figure out a long-term chart here. Yeah, so I must have drawn the support level prior to this, but we do have one at like 260. And we bounced directly off of that now. And we're starting to move up to test that $3 VWAP area. So we'll see if we hold over that as well. DCRN, this is a great room. Real talk in the chat. On air. All good. Hey, thank you, DS. We appreciate it, bro.
Ethan thinks planes and electric still have a long way.
Yeah, what do you think about Rolls Royce RYCELI? They have a stock, Rolls Royce? Oh, it's an OTC penny stock. Not what I expected from Rolls Royce, but I don't know. GGPI SPAC merger going crazy. What about cannabis stocks too? I know a lot of people are talking about cannabis stocks. TLRY making moves. It's up there. CSPR.
Some, like, groundbreaking stuff to happen. You know what I mean? Like, and what's going on is like there's so much like talk of things to change. We just need to let the weed train open. No.
Yeah. That'll solve the problem.
Let Uncle Smokey take over office. Come on now.
Hey, Uncle Smoke for president. But no, we got CSPR here. Rip it up. It's at 7s. So this one is all of a sudden gapping up some. They've got a conference call scheduled for 5 p.m. They have third quarter announcement dropping after market close today. So they must have released something else. All right, so revenue. Okay, so I guess it came out already. It said it was going to be after market close, but it might have dropped already. Revenue increased about 27% to an all-time quarterly record. Okay, no, here's the catalyst. So CSPR is going to be acquired by Duration Capital Management for $6.90 a share. So this is an acquisition, and they are just moving up to that $6.90 per share acquisition price, and it'll probably slow down in terms of volatility then. And then we're supposed to have third quarter earnings that are dropping too. Yeah, for sure.
I like this song. Sorry. Been like beating over here.
Yeah.
Matrix.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Not worried about paying for my next meal. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It does blow me away that it's still is scheduled one and everything, but we're not going to get down there. Honestly, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing that needs to happen is, I don't know. There needs to be like a reason for us all to come back together. Like if we can create this room and be such a tight community, I don't understand why the world can't do the damn thing anymore and figure out something. Wakanda will come out of left field with some vibranium. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, politics has divided us. You know? And I don't really want to talk about politics, so I'm not gonna. We'll go back
politics.
to stocks. But
I know. I'm just saying overall. I just like if we could, like, no politics. We're talking about world
aliens,
community, just world.
Yeah,
community. If we could all just, I don't know, figure it out, because it's like I said, it's the chips got us at a standstill, and it's not. I mean, I don't even know if it's the metals, the parts. I don't know what's stopping them from producing when it comes down to it, and why the difference is needed. I understand the employment, but that's where, like, if I could invest in something and I actually had money to make a change, that's where I would do it. And we're like, when it comes down to everything, the last thing is we're trying to do all these world changing things, right? And we're trying to save, and it's awesome, carbon collection and this, but the reality is we need to also be structurally sound to be able to provide the products that allow an economy to increase and grow. So our vehicles, like we keep saying, John, that's a big concern. But let's get it back into stocks overall.
Yeah, so somebody asked me about BBIG. BBIG, I don't know if I'd call it garbage. It's just quiet. You know, it gapped up this huge run back in August, and, you know, it ripped up from like $3 all the way to $12.50s, and then it came all the way back down to like 4s, and it's sitting right around there now. It's just quiet. The volatility has dropped dramatically, and so it doesn't mean it's done. Maybe one day it'll come back, but yeah, it's just weird, you know. It's just quiet. You know, and who knows what this one's ultimately going to do, but it's just quiet. What's up, cats? Hey, good morning. All right, so what else stocks? So we got Sndl. Let me know what your favorite stocks are today, guys. Let's drop the watch list. I'm going to ask a question. What is your main watch list today? I'll go ahead and make mine. Mine is, let's see. Not stock picks. Not stock picks. Understand, these are not stock picks. We have GGPI certainly on the list. We've got Sndl. We've got CREX. We've got CSPR now. EYPT. We're going to watch DWAC, PHUN, and then PROG probably. Maybe like EVGO. That's probably it. And Tesla as well. I know it's a pretty big watch list, but this is my main watch list right now. GGPI here gapping up from 1280s to 1470s, so just a big percentage gap up here. SPAC merger, I think. We got Sndl with crazy good volatility in the last week, in the last 2 days, really. Opened up all the way to 90, almost $1 per share, came back down, starting to move up to test that previous closing price. Trying to end green on the day. It's currently at 91.5 cents. We've got CSPR at 680, CSPR at 680s that we're watching. It's gapping up after an acquisition at 690, I believe was the acquisition price. So we're watching that one as well. We've got EYPT, which is gapping up some. The volatility is a little bit low, but we're going to watch it anyway. CREX did have a catalyst that came out for it today, starting to move up to test the VWAP there. So CREX, CREX is looking decent. You know, we'll see if that holds and makes moves, or let's see what happens there with CREX. Currently has a float of 28 million, so it's a smaller float stock with a catalyst here. And so because of that, we're going to pay attention to it. We also have PHUN and DWAC just to see if we get continued movement there. You know, DWAC on Friday went up to $65 a share. It's currently at 59.30s. So we're watching that. We've got PHUN, same thing, a little bit quiet, but we're going to pay attention to that one as well. PROG, same kind of thing. Moving up a little bit at 307s right now in pre-market. So PROG is gapping up some. We've got EVGO, which had big moves last week. Holding some of its gains, bouncing right off of 17. So even though it's gapping down in pre-market, we're still paying attention to it. And then a lot of people are just watching Tesla. Oh, the other one that we're watching today that I didn't include on that list is TLRY. I'm going to put that at the front of the list because TLRY in the cannabis sector, especially after Elon's tweet, is going to be something we pay attention to as well. Tesla's currently at about $1,000 a share. TLRY is moving up. Looks good. You know, had a nice little breakout at the end of the day on Friday. It's currently up to almost $14 a share. So those are what we're watching, and we'll see what happens. You know, let me know what your main watch list is. Let me check to see what everybody else is saying here. Crypto. Yeah, we're going to be watching crypto. AMC, Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, and Shiba. ACB. Yeah, cannabis stock. Riot. Yeah, we're watching Riot. Yeah, Max looked great, man.
Hey, did you see the new Shang-Chi yet, by the way? You
What's
know,
that?
it's funny. The new Marvel movie.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's in the 10 Rings and everything. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, no, I saw they released it on DVD.
But the guy's speaking Chinese to him, or I think he's speaking Mandarin to him, right? And then out of nowhere, she's like, "Do you speak English?" And he's like, "Yeah, I speak ABC." I just thought about that because that's the best part of the movie. I thought because I've never heard anybody say that.
I heard it was good. I heard it was a good movie. You know?
No, it was good. It was really good, actually.
Yeah.
It's like the start of the crossover into the weird stuff we're about to get involved into.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny when you said that.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, we got PROG, pre-market in PROG. What's the reason PROG is up? Like I saw this one gap up some, so it's at 308s. Let me see. I know this one. The big thing about PROG is that it just has a huge following. You know, the float's 95 million, so it's not a small float stock or anything like that. Okay, so they put out a catalyst. This one is a catalyst-driven move. So their PROG is going to participate in the Piper Sandler 33rd Annual Virtual Healthcare Conference. It's the catalyst for PROG. Do you think it moves up more? I know the problem with the float is, you know, the float's a little bit larger. Here's the catalyst here. They're going to participate in the Piper Sandler 33rd Annual Virtual Healthcare Conference. So that one's one to pay attention to and watch. FCell. Yeah, FCell is good. And that's cool. Yeah, M. Johnson said his homie directed the movie. That's cool. What's up, T? Short interest fee, 85%. Yeah, let me pull up the float. Honestly, I do want to thank you guys. The Squeeze app has tons of downloads. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people that have downloaded
It's
the
going
Squeeze app.
insane.
Yeah. Hey, the Squeeze app's getting some plays, bro. We're getting some movement there. You know, you love to see it. You love to see it. Let me pull up the Squeeze app so you guys can see it. But the Squeeze app is getting some, you know. Hopefully, it doesn't kill my computer. The Squeeze app is getting some volatility, though. Yeah, their CSPR gapped up to the acquisition price. Computer sounds like it's gonna. All right, so let me get rid of this.
Man, your mustache is getting thick, brother.
Me?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty soon you're gonna look like that white hair fellow from The Dude.
Make it for iOS. Yeah, we're trying to. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how to shave this thing. I had to go get it trimmed and get my hair cut the other day just because I don't know how to shave this thing. I always try to shave it and it just looks patchy and rough. I always wanted a beard as a kid. I could finally grow one, but like
I'm advising to get rid of the chin completely. Leave the mustache connected to the sides, and then.
If I was gonna do that, honestly, Carol still has it in her phone. Like Carol's picture of me in her phone. One day when I was shaving my beard, I left my mustache and I curled it like Hook, like the Hook mustache with like the curls, and I took a picture with that. Every time I call Carol's phone, a picture of me with the Hook mustache with like the pulls up, and so I did have it. I'll have to show you guys one day. Yeah, I look like Hook. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Philip. Yeah, hey, and y'all can download the Squeeze app. Here's the link. Download the Squeeze app. Honestly, super useful app. My goal for this app is to give people a free option to be able to look up short flow data for free. And we did fix it to where it gives us really accurate short flow data. This is the app here. And again, my goal for this app was to give people free short flow data and information. And so if we're looking at Sndl here, Sndl's got a short float of 14%, a float of 2.1 billion, short volume today of 23%, about 4.75 institutionally owned, short volume of 174 million. And you can download the Squeeze app like right here. It's in the chat. Go download it. And you can look up any stock right now. You can see like AMC, for instance, currently got about 19% short float. What was the other ones from today? I know Crex was on the move. We can look up Crex. Crex is a small 2%.
I've ever seen is beautiful at the circus, Chris. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, my daughter never wants me to shave my beard. She always if I shave my beard, she gets mad at me. Just beard's not cool on the ladies, bro. From my experience, the ladies like beards.
No, he's saying like I like the beard on the ladies.
Yeah. Got you. I don't know about $1 stock. I don't know, man. I think Sndl is close enough. I don't know if it's going to hit $1. I'm certainly not saying it is going to, but it's up to 91.5 cents. 91.5 cents. And I see the U. Here's the U-shaped breakout. Like if we're looking at Sndl, we have a U-shaped breakout kind of thing. Now the next question is, do we hold the VWAP here? So we got the U. The next question is, are we going to hold the VWAP up here? You know, here's the U. Here's the U. Here's the pullback. If we're looking for a cup and handle kind of U-shaped breakout, we then want to see a bounce right here. And so I think that's what a lot of people are waiting on. I'm not saying it's going to do that, but if it does do that, I think we've got some potential to move back up some. And I think I like this trend. We're putting in higher lows. You know, here's a higher low. Here's the previous low. You know, we're putting in a little bit higher lows up there too. So I like this trend. It's just about whether it continues. And again, vote on the poll now, guys. We got hundreds that have voted on the poll already. Currently, the poll is currently at 430 votes. 51% of you are thinking yes. It's surprising how split this poll is. 51% think yes, 49% think no. So vote right now. Let me know what you think is going to happen with Sndl.
This poll's on fire.
Yeah. Hey, it's split, bro. It's split right down the middle. Does it reset on the day or the start of the trading day? Does what, Philip? What are you talking about, Philip? XRP thoughts? Yeah, see, Trader T says she likes beards too. See? Yeah.
I like turtles.
Yeah. I like turtles. Yeah.
I love that kid.
Yeah. Bro, oh, maybe the poll is broken. Is the poll broken? Let me see if it'll let me vote. It won't let me vote. Somebody vote on the poll. Tell me if it's broken. Maybe that's why we've been split at 51 and 49. Somebody help me out here. Let me know if it's broken or not. All right, we got Sndl on the move. OXBR on the move too. We got DRUD. I only said yes because I wanted to. No reason on technicals. Oh. I just voted no and it worked. Okay, good. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about DRUG. DRUG. Gapping up big. It's at 1060s. I pulled. Okay, cool. So it is working. All right, good. All right, guys. So I took my vote. Hey, do you? Squeeze. Oh, wait. Does it reset on the day or the start of the trading day? I'm not sure, to be honest. Look up shorts on BBIG. Okay. Yeah. Does everybody test out the like button? Tell me if it works. Yeah. All right. Let me check out. Let me test it out. We can test it out. BBIG. All right. So BBIG's 28% short float, 93.4 million, and the float 11.4% institutionally owned. Float of 93 million. Short volume today of 19%. Short volume of 3 million. Volume of 15.4 million. Market cap of 470 mil. No ratings. Latest SEC filing was an 8K filed on the 11th, so 4 days ago. Yeah, that's BBIG.
Crazy.
All right. You gotta love this app. I love this app. Next thing, I'm building a crypto app as well. So the next thing I'm building is a crypto app. Let me know any ideas for a crypto app. My idea for a crypto app is to build one that tells me like the most volatile cryptos that specific day. You know, like something that not necessarily a scanning app, but more like a list, like a column that shows what the most volatile percentage movers is in a row. You know what I mean? And maybe we could look up cryptos as well, but that's what I want to do. Hey, like button works. Good. Yeah, TLRY. TLRY is at almost pre-market high here. So TLRY is running. Do y'all think Tilray is going to hit 15 today? Let me know. It's currently at 1360.
I wish you would have hit 15 when I was in it.
Hey, I mean, hey, I support the company, you know. I hope it does well. What's up, Uncle Smoke? Hey, thank you, Uncle Smoke. I appreciate you. Yeah, y'all go sub to Uncle Smoke. Yeah, let me find his channel. Hey, go sub to the man, Uncle Smoke. If y'all are interested in metaverse stocks, metaverse in general, check out Uncle Smoke. Here's the link.
I'm gonna make Max his own Twitter.
Hey, yeah, do it.
Max the dog.
Hey, yeah. I use Binance for crypto. Can only go long, no shorting. Can other apps short crypto? So with BitGet, you can. With BitGet, you can short cryptocurrencies. So if you look at BitGet, there's two things you can do. There's multiple things you can do, and I've gone over them before. But like if you go to spot, you can just invest in crypto. So like you can see like Bitcoin, TRX is ripping up today. You know, they do have Shiba Inu. They have a lot of these crypto gaming coins. So like Mana up 5% today. Sandbox up 3.8% today, 3.9%. AXS, Axie Infinity, up almost 2%. And so you can invest in cryptocurrencies, and they got a lot of these altcoins that are really running. Like if you look at some of these, ANKR is up 18% today. They got a lot of ones that are really flying up today. This one is up. UFO is up 20% roughly. IMX is up 18.5%. SPAT is up 19.5%. So a lot of these cryptos are running, and you can get them on BitGet. You can also copy other profitable traders. And so you can see what traders are the most profitable and then copy them trade for trade. Like this guy, Lollycoin, is up 76% accuracy. He's up, I got to log in to see it. But you can copy other profitable traders. And again, it shows you their accuracy. It shows you how they're doing. You can copy them trade for trade. This guy's made 38,000, 39,000 over the last 3 weeks. So really dope. But if you want to short, you go to futures. All right. So you go to short, you want to go to futures, you go to USDT futures here. And you can see if I wanted to short Bitcoin, I can't. You know, if I wanted to short Bitcoin, I can. I would just click sell short, and I could actually short Bitcoin. And they can give you leverage. Like they give you up to 125 times leverage. And so the cool thing is going to make me sign in. But the cool thing is you can get up to 125 times leverage. And so if you're good at crypto trading, you can short and go long. The best part is that it's actually KYC verified also. And so if you're in the US, you can use them. You know, kind of a subtle little plug there for BitGet. If you want to check them out, they're a sponsor of our video. I'll post this link. I certainly appreciate it if you check it out.
Little love. Little
You know, it's a little plug here, you know. And I appreciate it if you guys do. There's the link right there. Check it out. Sign up to BitGet. Like I said, a lot of these obscure coins that people can't find are on BitGet, which is really cool. All right, so we got Sndl, guys. Sndl is breaking highs. It's at 93.05, 93 cents. So Sndl starting to break highs. Let's see if it hits $1. It's over the previous closing price. The big thing is that you want to see if it holds support at 92. Let's see if it holds support at 92. Prague Gamma Squeeze will be all week leading up to the expiration. Yeah, DRUG. All right, these are the biggest movers right now. Tilray, DRUG, GGPI, and Sndl. They're moving up nicely.
Good times. Oh, shit.
Hello, Shannon. I got the BitGet app with your link, but I can't see the community, other traders. I don't understand. Buy with credit card. How do you get your money out? What I do to get money out, and I do this regularly, and so I know 100% that this works, is that when you're getting money out of BitGet, like they pay me in crypto. And so as a sponsor, they deposit the money into my account. And what I usually do is I send it over to Coinbase. So I take the money, I send it over to Coinbase, and then I just do direct to debit on Coinbase. You know, so you just go to take money out, you would just go to withdraw, and then you would go to Coinbase and you would select receive. You know, and whatever you're trying to send out, like if you're sending out Bitcoin, you would just go to Coinbase and click receive, and then select Bitcoin, and it's going to give you a link, like a deposit link. And you go to BitGet and you select withdraw, and you just post that Bitcoin deposit link from Coinbase into the withdrawal thing, and you transfer it that way. And then you'll usually have your money within 2 to 10 minutes. And what I do on Coinbase is I just send the money. I just direct to debit it. I'll get the money like instantly into my debit card. Yeah, Coinbase has instant withdrawals. Yeah. What's up, Max?
How cold does it get there in
Texas? Right now, it's there's the link one more time if you want to check it out. But it gets relatively cool out here. Like the last few days, it's been probably, I'm guessing, like 60 degrees. So not super cold. Let me see what the weather is right now.
Gotcha.
So the weather is 55 degrees right now. And by noon, it'll usually get to be like 70, 75. So it's not cold, but it's not hot. It's perfect weather right now. You know, the coldest it'll ever get here. Like we had a blizzard earlier in this year. Like early this year, we had a freaking blizzard. It was the only time we've ever had a blizzard. We had like a foot of snow. It was crazy, honestly. We lost power for days. But the coldest it'll ever really get is like 20 degrees, 15, 20 degrees max.
It is where my weather at. Oh, continue 37 degrees right now in Cleveland.
Nice. That's pretty cold. I like cold weather. I like hoodies, you know.
Yeah.
Look at Tilray. Tilray breaking highs, guys. Tilray is currently at 1370s. So Tilray breaking highs. Sndl breaking highs as well. Two cannabis stocks. These are both cannabis. So I'm guessing all cannabis stocks are running right now. ACB breaking highs. Okay. What's another cannabis stock that I haven't heard of? So we got Tilray, we've got ACB, we've got Sndl. There's another one that I have. We got APHA used to be one, but then Tilray bought that one out. CGC, CRON, both breaking highs. I think if Tilray has a competitor, it's CGC. Like if you're looking at other like Canopy Growth, CGC. If Tilray has a competitor, that's it. They're both. Let me see what the differences in the float are. So when we're looking at the float here for CGC, Canopy Growth has a float of 250 million, so pretty large float. And so honestly, they probably have a bigger market cap than TLRY. Let me see. No, so Tilray is actually twice the size of CGC. So Tilray has a market cap.
A beast, man.
Yeah, Tilray has a market cap of 6 billion. CGC has a market cap of 6 billion. No, is it the same? Are they the same company? I'm showing 5.99 market cap for both of these.
Probably Tilray bottom out.
Yeah, that's possible. Are they the same? Let me see. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Kern. All right, a lot of people saying Kern's ripping up. Kern. Yeah, Kern is ripping up, guys. And I've seen this one before, but Kern is currently at 350s. Big movement here for Kern, 350s. Let me look up the reason why to see if we have a catalyst here that's dropping. This is a Kerna. It's got 28 million in the float. Looking at the drop here, I don't see any reason. Is Kern not cannabis, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But KERN's ripping up. It's got a relatively small float. I'm trying to see why. Is this a guru pump? It's got 30 million or less in the float, so it's a small float stock. If you guys know what the catalyst is for Kern, let me know.
They are a cannabis company.
Okay.
Cannabis compliance and inventory tracking.
Okay. So what I'm showing here.
This is like a company that works with the state to keep everything
okay.
1 for 1.
Yeah. Okay, so all right. I'm looking at this now. Profile. Yeah, so it's a cannabis stock. So okay, so KERN's ripping up one bullish cannabis sympathy. What's the reason for this though? Is there any other reason for this aside from Elon's trolling tweet? Let me see.
Yeah, how about his time on Joe Rogan?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's
India.
check it out. Here's what I'm seeing so far. Tilray catalyst is going to be around 230. $13 break, nice and pre-market. Ideally lock some off of open. So far, this is my dude giving me some ideas of what he's done so far. But pretty much the target, if it does hit, is 1423 for a possibility of love. Yeah, Roblox and GGPI. So everything we've been talking about is on the thing. But I don't know if that's going to continue with GGPI or if that's going to destroy itself. Or Roblox also got some love coming in. So
yeah,
those are
for sure.
Those are like more options plays, just saying. But that's funny that we've been talking about everything that's playing on that stuff right now. So in other words, even though we were just talking about it, John, everything that we've been talking about besides Roblox is in like a mention of focus.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting. CERN will be needed. Sorry, I'm catching back up on some stuff. My bad. All right, we got Kern here. Sorry, bro. All right, what did you say? My bad, dude. My ADD zoned out. I got a message from somebody.
You're fine. No, what I was saying is that me and my dude run together, and it's funny that we were talking about GGPI and we were talking about Tilray. Those are two of the focuses, and honestly, here's the only thing I say: if Tilray decides to do a run today for whatever reason overall, then I would start looking at Kern to have some effect. I mean, look for the sympathy plays as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Bring that up.
Yeah, cannabis stocks are moving big, and I think with Sndl last week, and then with this big movement coming in, I think just watching the entire sector makes sense. There's Sndl breaking the highs too, so Sndl is up to almost 94 cents a share. So Sndl is moving as well. Hold on one second, I just got to send this message.
Okay. Sound like you angry typing over there. I was like, oh, I'm about to alert everybody. It's coming. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Tony's been banned from YouTube. Bye, my friends.
Yeah.
Man, Max has this thing lately where he won't leave me alone. He will not stay away from me. I wake up with him on my chest. And the next time I wake up with him on my chest, I'm going to keep him in his room.
Yeah.
He's not a ferret size. Okay, John?
All right, sorry. All right, I'm back.
All right,
let me catch back up in the chat. Not sure how to use Princess says I just joined the Discord for the first time. I'm new, not sure how to use it. It's just a chat room. You have different channels of the Discord that are like individual chat rooms. All right, we got Tilray, we got GGPI. Sndl, guys, is still moving up some. So it's up to 93.5 cents, almost 94 cents. So watching this pretty heavily, and yeah, I've been home. Okay, sorry. We got OXBR on the move. We got Tilray on the move. We've got GGPI that a lot of people are still watching. What was the other one? DRUG. DRUG, if it pops back up, I looked up the catalyst for this one, but I'm still not sure of what the real reason of this movement is. Let's see. So this is Bright Minds Biosciences. It's got to be a cannabis stock, no? Okay, so encouraging preclinical data processing. Okay, never mind. It's not that. It's a Dravet syndrome pharmaceutical company. Dravet syndrome is a devastating congenital genetic disease affecting the nervous system. Bright Minds is committed to delivering significant returns as well. So we'll see what happens. But the catalyst for this is that this is just an IPO, huh? Yeah, so this is just an IPO. They IPO'd on the 8th of November at like $8. They're currently green. Their IPO price here was $8.95 was their highs. So let's document these highs just so we can watch these for pullbacks potentially into these levels here. So we got like $8.95 right there. We can watch $9 basically. And so let's watch that. That's kind of the level I'm looking at, is that $9 level. Sndl still trying to edge up here. We do have this high from previously at the opening bell. So we did have this high right here at like 94 cents that we could watch for Sndl, and we'll see what happens there. Now, is there anything that you do differently when scalping crypto than when you're scalping stocks? Yeah, there's a lot of difference. There's a lot of differences. The biggest thing is that you have to wait for consolidated volatility. You know, like the last few days have been slower. If we look at the crypto graph and we see kind of what's been going on, it kind of moves in waves. And so we got really good days, we got bad days, we got really good days, we got bad days. Your job as a crypto trader is to wait for the volatile times. You know, and who knows when that's ultimately going to be. But that's the point, is you got to wait for volatile times. You got to see when everything is moving in the most volatile way and attack them then. It's just like stocks, right? But with stocks, you have kind of a consolidated time frame to attack them. You know, like, you know, at 9:30 to 10:30, you're going to get volatility in stocks. The crypto world is not really like that. The crypto world, you have to wait for catalysts. You got to wait for news and then trade it that way. So scalping is different. It's just different.
I like scalping.
Yeah. Scalping is what I do the best. You know, we're gonna try to scale up today too. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna try.
In and out.
Hey, yeah. 36 likes. No, we got more than 36. Uncle Smoke. We got almost 200 right now. I think I know if you don't refresh the page, you don't see the likes. But yeah, we got almost. But with that said, we should have more. So hit the like button, guys. Do it now. Yeah, for sure. It's harder to scalp crypto, certainly. I think with crypto, it's more story-based trades, I think, is what we got to do.
This music got like a little bit of techno, a little bit of beat.
Yeah, a little bit of beats, you know.
Making the elbows do a little bit of pop locking.
Right. Hey, you know, gotta be able to do it. Mana show at 16
show,
likes.
People. Matinee show, let's go. Come on, John. We did that dance we coordinated. You ready?
Right. The only dance move I got is, you know, that's it. That's all I can do. That's the only move I ever do. I was first. Surely it's a bold statement, but maybe you were. Is there a general time frame that crypto is more volatile? Yeah. So it's usually, crypto is honestly the most volatile early in the morning. So like 3 a.m. to like 7 a.m. is usually when crypto is the most volatile. In my personal subjective opinion, let me ask you guys that question. When do you find crypto is the most volatile?
I find it's volatile whenever I get into the market. So
there you go.
Right now it's not volatile.
Yeah, I mean, when we break highs, it usually does good. All right, so okay, so here's Harry told us what the cannabis catalyst is. He said there was a bill being drafted by a congresswoman that could legalize cannabis at a national level. Let's be honest here, that's never gonna pass. That's never gonna pass. It's not gonna pass for the sheer fact that it's a right-winged bill. You know what I mean? Because the left isn't going to allow that. Like, they're going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's never going to pass. What's up, Daniel? I hope it does, but it's not going to.
Yeah, they don't need us at a certain point. They just go ahead and trade stocks. So
Yeah.
whatever.
What's up, Andrew? Never a specific time. Mornings. All right. So, what's your favorite stock today, Tony?
I'm liking Tilray, to be honest, man. I mean, I was thinking about Tilray. We started talking about Tilray. There's other flashes coming from Tilray that just popped up on my Twitter. So
Yeah.
Tilray sounds like a possible ride. But once again, do not sue me and John. We appreciate
we
your
don't know.
due diligence. We love you guys. Good luck. But anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I mean, Tilray is coming out of left field. Roadblocks. I honestly don't understand the game still. I tried to play with my kid. What's up, Slim? I tried to play with my kid. It's one of those Minecrafts to me, dude. I just could never get into it. And I know it's creativity, it's imagination, but I'm more like shit. Give me Roller Coaster Tycoon, dog, all day, man.
Sims.
I will. Yeah, there you go. I will build a freaking roller coaster through your sim house, bro. That's how gangster I get. But
yeah,
like I
feel you.
It's just
PLBY. That's too slow.
And GGPI as well. That one seems like a lot of people are talking about, as well as we were. But that could be a continuation, or it could be the profit taking, which could mean puts. Just saying, but we're not suggesting. It's just more look at what it's doing. Yeah, look at what it's doing. Look at what it's doing, and keep in mind there's going to be a knife at some point. There's no way it can remain.
Sure, for sure.
Pointless.
Yeah. I think Crex is honestly really good as well. Crex had the catalyst. Crex catalyst was where was Crex? I have the catalyst here. Yeah, Crex is up after the company announced a merger with Reflex Systems on Friday. So Crex is gapping up some. It's big movement as well. I see Jeremy said the problem with cannabis is that it also makes people feel okay with being lazy and complacent. That's not necessarily true. That's just a stereotype, to be honest. It depends. It depends on the person. You know what I mean? It depends on the person.
I love everybody.
Right. And again, it boils down to having an even standard of legalized things, right? Like if liquor's at gas stations, I think most people can agree cannabis is objectively less harmful than alcohol. Is Snoop Dogg lazy? Maybe. I don't know. Snoop Dogg's doing things, man. He's building businesses. I gotta respect Snoop.
Hey, for anybody who needs a Christmas present, just saying for your lady or the ladies in the room, Telford is dropping their bags in 8 minutes on their site. And the Telford, TELFAR, those are like the hottest bags for everybody. That's what everybody's reselling right now. So get them before the season is, because the UGG collaboration dropped with them. Just saying, for the people helping you out for the Christmas season.
Yeah, check it out, guys. Hey, y'all check it out. I mean, the reality with cannabis, like this is how cannabis works. All right, so whenever you're not on cannabis, your brain analyzes what's significant enough to store, like what's significant to store in its memory locations in your brain. Your brain is constantly looking at things saying, hey, is this important enough to store? Is this relevant enough to store? Is this important enough to store? Is this relevant enough to store? And that ultimately is how your brain sober works, right? When you're on cannabis, your brain doesn't necessarily do that. It allows your mind to wander more. And so in turn, there's a reason that artists and writers like cannabis is because since your brain is not constantly analyzing its environment as much, trying to store significant thoughts and memory locations in your brain, again, it allows your mind to wander more and thus be more creative. And there's a reason why writers, artists enjoy it. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they use it, is because, again, that's what it does. Now, again, I'm not saying to do it. I'm not saying it's good to do it. I'm just saying, like, that's what it is. And that's also why it causes short-term memory loss, is because when your brain is not constantly analyzing its environment to try to figure out what's significant, you don't remember things as easily because, again, your mind is doing things a little bit differently. At least that's what a lot of studies have shown. Now, again, it's all speculative, I guess, but yeah, that's what a lot of studies have shown.
Drop the beat. Drop
Yeah.
the beat.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
feels.
Oh no, I mean Jim says, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, you know. But again, y'all do y'all's own due diligence. I'm not saying anything's good or bad. We just, you know, it's all different. Kern, let's see if Kern holds the VWAP here. We got 329s. SNDL rejected right at that 94 cent level we drew here. So you can see the 94 cent level we rejected. Let's see if we can make moves. Yeah, Strand's the pin too, for sure. Right. All right, guys. Hey, y'all hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Everything we do here is free. We don't charge a penny for any of this. It's all free. And so if you haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate it if you do. And yeah, let's keep growing, guys. Let's keep moving. We almost got 500 people here.
As John said, please subscribe. Now, he doesn't charge a penny. I charge 8 pennies per day, so you guys don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah. gotta put y'all on salary here. You know? But no, we got Tilray is pulling back some here. So let's see if Tilray can bounce at this previous support level of 1360s. Let's see if we can bounce at that previous support level of 1360s. Well, it's certainly not advice or justification. It's just talking about how the brain works. Like I said, I think you got a lot of people that are just kind of gullible and they just toe one line. Like, oh, you know, my political party said it's bad, and so it's bad, right? Like the reason a lot of the problems with cannabis are due to the fact that it's illegal. If it was legal, it wouldn't be a gateway drug. It would, you know, there would be less of a, you know, market outside of, you know, legal means, and it would put people in a lot better situations. But again, a lot of people just kind of toe the company line and just kind of repeat what they hear their favorite political party do. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of propaganda out there and most of it's not true.
We tipping a line, John.
Yeah.
We are tipping a line.
Getting old. Yeah, I'm getting old too. And of course I don't do it. I live in Texas, you know, freedom. But yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Well, I live in Amsterdam, so you know what we do over here. Just kidding.
Yeah, honestly, Stone get money. Here's the problem, bro. Stone says, let's squeeze Sndl. I'm going to tell you the problem with that. All right. The problem is that Sndl's got billions in the float. Billions with a B, right? And the problem with that, happy birthday, Daniel. If it's your birthday, Daniel, happy birthday, brother. That's dope, man. Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy it, dude. But okay. Anyways, everybody give Wish Daniel a happy birthday. The problem
to you.
Yeah, the problem with squeezing Sndl is that it's got billions in the float with a B, and I like Sndl. I'm watching it for sure, but the problem is that we could all buy Sndl all at one time, and it would barely make it move. It's just got too large of a float. That's one of the reasons the share buyback program is so popular and it's making it move so much, is because the only way Sndl is going to have a shot of doing well is if they take some shares away from the float. The float's just too large, you know, and again, it's billions in the float. So even if we all bought it at once, it probably wouldn't make it move, unfortunately. Maybe. I hope it. You know, I hope y'all can. Yeah, I'm at the age now where I don't like my birthdays anymore. We got EYPT on the move. It's at 1820s. RETO. GGPI.
I like your birthday. Your birthday's a good birthday.
Right. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Hey. Smash the like. That's right, John. You know.
Your birthday's the day I became a supervisor.
Yeah. I had Sndl exactly 1 year ago at 17 cents per share, sold it for 18 cents. Yeah, for sure. And honestly, to their credit, Sndl has put in some pretty big percentage moves over the last year. It started off the year at 23 cents. It went up to 3.96. It's back down to 92. You know, but I don't think that was necessarily a short squeeze. You know, if we look at the short float for Sndl, let me see what the short float is. I think I looked at it earlier. The short float for Sndl is currently 14%. So maybe it could get squeezed. It's going to be harder, though, than typical stocks just because the float is really, really large. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel? Hey, thank you, brother. Zach, he pushed it. Interesting. Yeah, back when I was a kid, we had AIM. That was like our chat. We didn't have Discord. We had AIM, and we'd set our statuses with AIM. You know, I had MySpace. You know, I had to pick the gauntlet of top 10 friends. You know, shots fired when I wasn't in their top 10. You know,
Damn. Shots
we
fired.
got. It's just an expression. It means.
I know.
Yeah. Don't take that literal. That's probably not the best
When
expression.
someone's talking shit is what we're talking about, everybody.
Yeah,
Let's clarify, people.
Like shots fired. That's a common expression. Yeah. What do you guys think about Prague? Prague is quiet. You know, it's gapping up today though. But what's the float of Prague? Speaking of Prague, let's see what the float is. Its progeny float is 95 million, so it's not super big. You know, I think $3 is a relevant level that we could look at. I think $3 support level, and I think if we look at we got to look at the hourly chart to see a good grasp of what's going on with it. But I think $3 is relevant. I think this is 3 right here, and I think if we look at this, let's see if it actually holds those levels. You know, back when I was a kid, we had pencil and paper to pass notes. Hey, we had America Online, Napster, LimeWire. Yeah. I got in trouble with LimeWire.
Yeah, dude, I miss LimeWire, dude. That was the business. I had so many songs, they couldn't find me.
Yeah.
I was in my mom's basement. The satellites couldn't reach there. Let's see here. Anybody else sound like he's angry texting?
No, I'm just fast typer everywhere. Like I said, we did my typing test. I did my typing test last time. I had over 100 words per minute. Killing it over there. Winamp. I never use Winamp. Can you explain what you're looking at, or can you explain what you're looking for in the float? So the float is just the total amount of shares that are available to the public to trade. What I'm specifically looking for in terms of like float size is low float equals more volatility. Large float equals generally less volatility. Like if a stock has a really large float, it's really difficult to see it put in any big percentage move. You know what I mean? Now it's not always the case. Like sometimes large float stocks can, but it's really difficult. Really difficult to make a large float stock move. You know, really difficult to make a large float stock move. And so when we look at float, we're just judging volatility from that. And so large float, less volatility usually. Small float, more easily manipulated and more volatile, usually on average. Not always. It depends, but that's kind of how it goes. I'm starting to think about buying maybe some Tilray here. What do you guys think? I'm going to buy a little bit of Tilray. Let me see what's a reasonable share size. Like 50 shares? Maybe like 35 shares for now.
Man, I don't want to be part of this, dude.
We're in 35 shares.
I hate talking.
You know?
As soon as I mention the damn stock, it goes up. Remember, John, be vigilant. However you say that word. Be it. Don't.
Diligent?
Yeah, there you go. That word. Don't be don't get too hungry, okay?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, we got small size. You know, it's not huge sizing. You know, we'll be okay. All right. This is like the victory song. You know, it's at the end of the movie. You know,
it's like we won. We won today. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Great explanation. What is considered small and large? It's going to vary depending on the trader. Large float is usually like over 300 million, over 400 million. Small float is usually like less than 100 in some ways. Like, you know, I would consider a small float anything from like 1 to 50 million or so. I would consider 50 to like 200 about medium size, and I think anything over 200 is borderline larger. But again, it depends. You know. All right.
Well, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go start getting ready.
All right, brother.
Everybody, let me get back on camera. I keep forgetting this thing. Sorry, I keep clicking buttons on here. Anyways, everybody, good luck today. Let's see what happens in this new venture of mine. Tell me a story tomorrow if anybody hits
Today's your
it.
first day?
Yeah, today's the first day of the new position.
Good luck, brother. Good luck, man.
Yeah, it's like I got my I'm gonna go get a shower in, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go put my big boy clothes on. Anyways,
Yeah.
but everybody have a great day today, okay? Thank you.
Later, bro.
Bye-bye.
See you, dude.
How do you get out of this thing? Exit. Drop the mic. No, it didn't work.
No, you're still here. You just click leave
All right,
at
let me try this
the
again.
right
Drop
side.
the mic.
There you go. All right. Yeah, float also depends on volume, but yeah, small float, it depends. I'll put it this way: when a stock has a really, really small float, I usually don't trade it. There's too much volatility. Like lately, what we've been seeing is we've been seeing a lot of people getting involved with. We've been seeing a lot of gurus pump up low float stocks. Like I'm not going to mention names, but in the last few weeks, I've seen a lot of low float stocks get pumped up and then dumped on the suspected following. Like you got some gurus that just only target low float stocks. Like they only target low float stocks. They pump them up. They front load onto them, so they buy shares early, then announce it to their following, pumping the price up, and then unload on their following. It's unfortunate. You see it happen a lot, and so that's the risk of low float stocks. Usually the stocks that are getting halted are small float as well. And so, stocks that get halted are usually going to be the smaller floats. And so it's just something to start paying attention to. Yeah, there's a lot of them, to be honest. Like I said, there's some that are live streaming YouTube that are announcing almost always low float stocks, and then you'll see a lot of the stocks that they announce, like, hey, I'm trading this. You'll see them start the opening bell, rip up the highs, and then get halted, and then gap down and crash down for the rest of the day. You can use my app, Shannon. If you don't have my app, you can use my app. So the Squeeze app will tell you the short flow data and information. Yes. How about Rivian today? We haven't really looked at Rivian that much. Rivian still looking pretty strong, even with this gap down in EV. Still looking okay. Rivian, very strong IPO. Went from 95 at the lows all the way up to 127. So very strong chart. We'll see if it continues. We got this really nice support level at 125, 126 that we're watching as well. And again, we're in tail right here. We'll see what this does. A little feeler trade early this morning. Yes. All right, so Kern breaking highs. All right, so yeah, Kern just ripped up, guys. Wow, look at Kern. It's currently at 370s, 380s for KERN. Flying up, to be honest, right now. Huge momentum for this one. Just big moves currently. So Kern ripping up. There's 390s right now. Crazy. Honestly, crazy momentum coming through for Kern right here. Wow. Kern up to 405s. Strong. Did I miss out on this? I thought I saved something here. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me do this. Here we go. Watching Prague. Kern, man. Prague ripping up. Look at Kern, though, man. This thing's flying. We are in Tilray here. So we're wondering if this, both being cannabis, is going to affect this in a positive way. We'll see. See if we get a pullback to like 370s here. Oh, where to get the app? It's only available for Android. And so if you have an Android, you can download the Squeeze app. It's right here. If you have an iOS, it's coming. I know that's the biggest question we get regarding the app. There's the Squeeze app right there. But if you have a iOS iPhone, then it's going to be probably, I guess, like a week until we can get it out on that one. FAMI, seen a lot of people talk about FAMI. We can look at it. FAMI is up to 34 cents. What kind of stock is FAMI though? It's up to 34. Let's see what the reason for FAMI is doing here. So FAMI, 273 million in the float. They announced the company subsidiary won another product order from another company. So product order coming in. They did have good sales and year-over-year growth for FAMI. No, that's rough, Shannon. I'm sorry. You could always use Benzinga, and if you guys haven't tried Benzinga out, Benzinga will let you get a free trial for Benzinga, completely free. And so if you haven't used Benzinga yet or tried it out, you can get a Benzinga. You can try out Benzinga for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card, and you can look up short float data. The way you do on Benzinga, if anybody has Benzinga, is you pull up one of their stock charts like this, and then you just go to, if you want to look up the float of like KERN, for instance, you can find Kern. You just go to key data. You can see the floats right there. It's 28.2 million or 28.82 million. Sorry. Sndl is dipping down a little bit here. Should I buy this Kern dip? You can buy a little bit. Let's get a little feeler trade in the books here. Come on, feel me. All right, so we're with 25 shares. Sndl is dumping hard. It's at 90 cents here. 90 cents for Sndl. We're in a little bit of Kern right now, though. KERN. All right, we got Sndl pulling back some. All right, we're in Kern. Very volatile move. We got about 16 minutes before the bell rings. I might add a little bit more if it dips. Maybe a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be trying to scale up our size today, guys. We're going to be trying to scale up our size. And we'll see what happens. Cannabis has so many medical benefits. Yeah, for sure. And I know people get mad at me for talking about it. I just think it's one of the biggest, most hypocritical parts of our government. It really is. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, cannabis is criminalized. Liquors at gas stations, cigarettes are legal, but like cannabis is criminalized. And a lot of times it's just pandering to the older population who grew up being manipulated by government to think it was some evil, bad thing. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. But all right, we're going to add a little bit here. We're going to add 25 shares. We're in a 50 shares here for Kern. For Kern. We'll see if we get the dip. We're also in Tilray. Last week was good. I only had one losing day and very green last week. Very green. We only had one losing day. I think total on the day we lost like $7. But we'll try to split. Well, we're going to try to scale up today, guys. We're going to try. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to take at least 50 to 100 shares minimum in large blue chip stocks. In penny stocks, I'm going to try to take at least 200 to 300 shares minimum. And so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Lucas. You know, it's just weird because it's like you got some people that are like, yeah, the government should stay out of our business unless it comes to cannabis. Then the government should legalize or criminalize it. You know what I mean? It's like if you really are anti-government or anti-government control, you should be pro-cannabis legalization then. You know what I mean? All right, we got Tilray dipping down. Cannabis stocks in general are just dropping heavy. I think nobody's going to use them anymore, Frank, or at least hopefully not. But I'm sure there'll still be some around, but I think less people are ultimately going to use them. All right, so we're dipping here for Kern. which is fine. Like I said, we're trying to scale up our size a little bit today. And so even if we lose a little bit on this trade, I'm okay with it. You know, in the end, we're trying to scale up our size. You know, we had a very green week last week. Confidence is high. And so we're hoping we can scale up our size today. Wish me luck. Let me know what you think I should scale. Let me know what you think I should scale up my size to. What do you think I should scale my size up? What do you think is a reasonable scale up size? Dude, my ears hurt, man. These headphones hurt my ears. I don't know if it's like hurting my ear pull thing, but man, that hurts. All right, so we're losing on Sndl. I'm going to let it try to bounce at 360s. If it can't hold 360s, I'm just going to jump out of it. Sndl trying to bounce back up. It's bouncing right around 90 cents. So we'll see if it continues to hold there or not. Aim for $200 a day in gains. That's reasonable. That's pretty much what I'm shooting for. 1 to 200 a day is what I'm going for. FAMI bouncing here. FAMI is bouncing. GGPI creeping back over VWAP. Tilray, Sndl dipping. Maybe Sndl bouncing here is going to influence these positive way. Hey, what's up, Armand? Hey, good morning, brother. Yeah, 300 is too much. I'm not quite ready for 300 yet. I could probably shoot for, you know, $100 to $200 a day. Try to, and we'll see how it goes. The biggest thing is like I got to get used to taking larger losses. You know, like that's the hardest part of my scale up system is that I got to get used to taking larger losses. Like I'm not comfortable taking larger losses is the problem. You know, but it's something that I have to start getting used to if I ever want to scale up. And so I think we got to get used to taking larger losses, and that's fine. You know, but I think the method that I have right now of trading where I build up a cushion and then swing into that cushion, I still think that's going to work. I just think that I need to build up a cushion, a larger cushion. So like instead of like on average building up like, you know, like a $20, $30 cushion, which is what I've been doing, and then swinging into that, trying to make $50, $60, $70, $100 in a day, I think I need to build up a cushion of like 70, 80, and then swing into that, you know, take a larger swing with that cushion. You know, that's kind of the goal, and that's what I should do. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. What does OTOH mean? Or are you talking to somebody? I gotta look this up now. On the other hand, yeah, that's probably it. Can you afford to lose $100 a day? Yes. Yeah, I could afford to do that. I'd still be profitable. In terms of like trading or in terms of like everything? If in terms of everything, I could easily afford to lose 100 a day. Do I want to? No. But like I could. All right, well, Kern is trying here. I'm probably just going to jump out of Kern pretty quickly. Unless it bounces fast here, I got to jump out of Kern if it doesn't hold. Hey, later play. Have a good day, bro. Oh, and I know you're a cop play. Don't think I'm like hating on you. I just believe cannabis should be legal. And I think law enforcement are some of the people that are keeping it illegal just for pure funding reasons. They need the money, which I think is not an ethical way to be. You know what I mean? But aside from that, you know. Right. Sndl hitting $1. Yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll see. Like I said, we're currently in Kern, Tilray. Yeah, you're probably right, Jim. An $8 loss affects you more than a $40 win, it seems sometimes. But I don't know. All right, we're going to go to get out of Sndl here. It's just too much risk. You know, we'll get out of this one too. Just too much risk. Maybe it bounces, but I'd prefer to just chill and swing at the opening bell. You know, so that's what we'll do. We'll just chill here. I'm going to close this so I don't end up trying to trade anymore. Maybe it bounces right here, but I would rather take a little, you know, few dollars, a little $15, $20 loss and then swing into the opening bell. Let me make sure I can still use this. Yeah. Good. Shiba Inu is dropping down. It's about break even on the day. Look at UMA crypto. Flew. Absolutely ripped. Sndl still trying to hold at 90 cents. Bitcoin's dipping down some. We got BTB. BTB will look good earlier, just didn't hold. And then Crex is still trying to bounce off of that 360 level or that 260 level for CREX. So we'll see if those hold, you know. Like I said, let me know what your favorite stock is leading into the opening bell. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until the open. Let me know what your favorite stock is right now. Let's even ask the question. What is your favorite stock towards the opening bell and why? Yeah, but most of the time they're the ones that are putting lobbyists in place, Joe. You know what I mean? All right, we got Kern. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if Kern exiting was the right move here. And maybe it continues back up. Lucid is my watch. All right, so we got a few mentions. Crex merger deal. What do y'all think about Meta or Metamaterial or MTTR? What's Meta? You talk about the crypto or you talk about the entire metaverse industry? Obviously bullish on the metaverse industry, but if you're talking about like MMAT is up to 480s today. We're watching that. GGPI EV making moves. SPAC merger deal. And so we'll see if that one continues or what ultimately is going to happen with that. Yeah. It depends on if you're talking about the metaverse in general or if you're talking about the metaverse in general, or you're talking about MMAT. No, that's not how I learned to lose bigger. The way I learned to lose bigger, what I mean by that is that I'll put it this way. One of the things that I do the best is I cut losses when I should. You know, one of the things that I do the best is I cut losses when I need to, right? A big reason a lot of people aren't really profitable is because they don't know how to cut a loss. Now, I've said this before, and it's weird because I said this over and over again, and I feel like some of these gurus are listening to me. I've been saying this for the last like 7, 8, for the last few years, really. But for the last 6 or 7 months, I've been saying when I'm scalping, I'll cut a loss. And if it starts to do what I originally thought, I don't mind jumping right back in it. You know, I don't mind jumping back in the stock. I saw another guru post basically verbatim that on Twitter, which was kind of weird to be honest, but maybe it's general enough that other people have the same concept, which I'm pretty sure they do. But cutting losses is one of my biggest skills, I think. At the same time, though, I need to be able to continue trading even if I'm losing. Like what I do is I'll lose, and then if I lose over a specific amount, I'll just stop trading. And I think that's a good move, but I think I need to raise that up a little bit. Biggest thing is I just need to take larger size, and I need to hold my trades a little bit longer. Now, specifically talking about Kern, that's not really the case there because with Kern, it's in pre-market. I'm not trying to lose too much in pre-market. You know what I mean? And so I'll let Kern drop. It's insignificant to me. The biggest thing is that after the opening bell, I scale up and I just get used to the larger sizing. And it's a process. Like as I scale up in size, like I said, I might lose. Guys, so just a warning, I might have a tough day today as I try to scale up in size. But the more I do this, the more I'll be used to trading larger. And that's my job is like, even if I lose today or even if I lose this week, my job is to get used to trading larger and losing more per trade. Like that's my job, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but when you know something is wrong and don't speak on it, then you agree with it without agreeing. 100%. Twitch, 100%, bro. And that's the truth. Like, at a certain point, I'm not against law enforcement, but I think them lobbying against cannabis and keeping it illegal, like in Texas, for instance, like Texas is, oh, freedom, yeah. Texas freedom, freedom Texas, but it's like the politicians here run everything. There's no ballot initiatives. Like, we can't vote on things and have it approved. Or it would have been legalized a long time ago here. The reality of it is, old dinosaur politicians that are 70, 80 years old are controlling everything, and they're not doing what the public wants. Like, a majority of the population here wants cannabis legalized, but it's still criminalized. And they even tried to criminalize Delta 8 here as well in the last few weeks, which got rejected by a judge. But it's a point, like, at a certain point, it's like, okay, we get it. You want to get paid more, you know what I mean? And you want more funding to come in, and you get that funding through cannabis crimes. But at a certain point, it's just like, all right, let it go. Like, it's time to move on. Like, find something else, Yeah. No, you're good, Larry. It's all good, bro. Yeah, Tesla, man. We'll see what happens with Tesla. Tesla, it's at 1019s. It's making a move back up. It's holding $1,000, which is what you really want to see. We'll see, Dado. I don't know. Crex trying to hold. We'll see if it does. PRPO, I'm showing some volume here for PRPO. We'll see if it holds or moves back up. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes. Let's get ready to trade the opening bell. Good luck. Let me know what you're watching the most. Sndl is honestly bouncing really nicely here. So Sndl is back up to the previous closing price. Let's see if it can get over that level and actually hold. All right, so Kern is up to 350s. Sndl is up to 91.5 cents. Tilray is back up to 1350s. GGPI just spiked up. GGPI is currently over $15 a share. What's up, Caitlin? Hey, good morning. Yeah, we got 4 minutes, team. VERU. Tilray's a little slow. VERU up to 1001s. EYPT is back up to almost $19 here. CSPR was an acquisition, so I doubt this one's going to be incredibly volatile or anything like that. Doubt it's going to be volatile enough to really be interested in for CSPR. Maybe after the open, but not right now. BTB and UAVS. Look at UAVS. It's up to 315s. We got BTB on the move. It's at 290s. What's up, Noel? MRAM. Yeah, I saw MRAM the other day, and it's honestly moving a lot this morning as well. It had a big day. Maybe I should watch this one more. I didn't even see this one. This one was at 650s on the 10th. It's currently at almost $11, so huge percentage gains here. It's up almost 100%. I don't know what this is, like 80, 90%, but big movement. And so we're watching MRAM too. What's the float of this one like? But again, guys, let me know what you're watching the most. This is Everspin Tech, 16 million in the float, 16.5 million in the float. For MRAM, I know they had a catalyst the other day. They reported a Form 10. So yeah, we're watching that too. We'll see what we get. But yeah, biggest movers today is cannabis stocks, TLRY, SNDL, Kern, KERN, which is why we're talking about it so much if you're wondering. Yeah, GGPI short squeeze. Let me see what the short float is on GGPI. Here's the squeeze app. And again, this is an app that I programmed that gives me free short float data. Here's GGPI. No short float. It's basically not listed here is what it's showing. 54% institutionally owned. I don't know what the float is here though. It's too new, I'm guessing. Cracks UAVS. Hey guys, we got less than a minute. Good luck. We got about 20 seconds. Watching Sndl, watching Kern, watching Tilray, watching GGPI, watching DWAG, PHUN, watching a bunch of these. So we'll see what happens. Watching Crex, watching the SPY itself. The SPY itself is currently up really nicely on the day, so we're watching that too. All right, guys, here's the bell. Good luck. All right, guys. Good luck, team. Remember to trade safe, trade smart. Don't risk anything you don't have to. Wait for your trades to come to you. Don't force it, and let's start to make some money. All right, we got AMD ripping up at the opening bell. The SPY is dropping, so I don't know if AMD is trending against the market or what's going on, but the SPY is down to 468s right at the opening bell, and AMD is spiking up. Let's see if it actually holds there. Let's see how this plays out. GGPI on the move. All right, guys, so SPY's dipping down some here. We're getting some drops right now in the market. Let's see if everything continues. Sndl is back at 89s. We got Kern gapping up some. Let's see if Kern can get back over VWAP here. Apple's popping up. The market itself is dipping, though. What are you guys trading so far today? Kind of waiting here. See the SPY ripping up some. Nice little gap up this morning. GGPI starting to pop up to test highs, guys. Look at GGPI. GGPI is at 1530s here. 1530s for GGPI. Well, I tried to get filled. I tried to get filled on TOS, but the fills were so slow, I ended up losing $5 instead. All right, we're back in AMD here. Well, I tried to take some profit. I accidentally forgot to change the EXT settings, and so ended up losing. But we're trying to scale up a little bit. We're in with 50 shares. Pretty early, 2 minutes into the opening bell, so take a little bit off just to protect the trade. We're trying to scale up in size, so just bear with me as we do it. SPY's trying. I see Crex, CREX trying to make moves. So CREX making moves. GGPI is pulling back some. We got Tilray starting to fight its way back up a little bit. So Tilray is back over VWAP. It's over the previous closing price. Sndl is starting to make a run too. All right, we're scalping a little bit more. We made our money back on this one. Look at Sndl, guys. So Sndl's at 91. What's Kern doing in this craziness? Kern's starting to come back up too. Here's Tilray. It's fighting for it. Just gonna go ahead and unload that. We made our money back plus a little bit. Like I said, our goal is to try to scale up in size today. So wish me luck. Sndl, Tilray, cannabis stocks flying. Kern is the only one that's a little bit quiet. Maybe I should have held a little bit of Tilray, but Kern is the only one not really moving up yet. We'll see if it crosses over the VWAP. Here goes Sndl. It's at 92 cents. 92 cents for Sndl. Let me switch the scans over. Here's the real-time scanners right here. AMD dumping down. Look at Tilray move. Maybe we'll buy some Tilray. Watching the SPY, watching Crex. See EYPT, slow. DRUG is down. CSPR is quiet. So just kind of hanging out. Cannabis stocks are starting to run. Look at Sndl. Sndl's up there. So it's starting to move. Let's see about Tilray as well. Yeah, KERN's trying to fight over the VWAP here. We're watching that for sure. Look at Sndl rip. Sndl's ripping up. Let's see if it continues here. It's over the previous close. Y'all green or red so far today? I'm watching a lot of these. Here goes Sndl. Let's see if it holds the VWAP here. Big dump in Tilray. SPY's still trying. It's at 468.50s. Big drops in Tilray. We're waiting for the market itself to see what happens. Hey. Maybe the opening bell just happened like 5 minutes ago. I can't have like a long talk right now. All right, sorry, Carol came in right at the last second. I just made some money on AMD here. We made like $15 on it. So that might have brought us to green on the day or close to it. Okay, we're down still $3 on the day. So we made a cool little $14 on AMD. Carol's always got the worst timing. But yeah, you can see we're up. Let me remove some of this. There's too much nonsense on the screen. I don't need all this. There we go. All right, so you can see we're up 14.80s, $15 basically. Kern is back over VWAP here. Should I buy some of Kern right now? I don't know, man. The only thing that is keeping me from doing it is Tilray just dumped down here. I tried to buy a little bit. See, I tried to get in. All right, here's 35 shares. Actually, I don't know. I might get out of Kern pretty quickly here. Sndl just dumped all the way back down to. Yeah, we're going to get out. Too big of a drop. Apple's flying up today. We'll wait for an educated dip buy if we can on some of these. Yeah. I'm using TOS, Thinkorswim, Stevo. AMC. AMC's ripping up, guys. It's at $41. $41. So, or 41. Yeah, $41. Yeah, maybe Carol's good luck, Daniel. Maybe so. Yeah, Crex, AMC, flying. Or Crex is not flying, but AMC is. Hey, remember, guys, we got 570 people here. So if you haven't already, hit the like button. We do this live for free every single day. I think I might have missed out on the... I think Kern's probably going to bounce with it. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm tempted here. Okay, yeah, we're going to buy some Kern just because the cannabis market's starting to rebound. And so maybe getting in here using like a 350 risk will be good. See if we can bounce here. Here goes Sndl. Sndl is getting ready to test highs. Is at 92 cents. 92 cents. All right, the SPY's flying up. The SPY's gapping up some. I guess I'm going to get out of Kern here. I wanted to give it a chance, but it's too close to lows at that point in time. All right, overall, though, so far we're scaling up a little bit. We're definitely taking larger trades today. Man, my nose is all stuffed up. I started using Afrin when I had that cold last week, and like that stuff makes your nose dependent on it. So it's like you can use Afrin, but when you stop using it, you have like a rebound effect. So now my nose is just incredibly stopped up. SPY breaking highs, AMD breaking lows. Tilray is getting ready to test previous highs. CREX is down. about EYPT, GGPI? A lot of these are down. What do you guys see right now? Green or red so far? I'm slightly red on the day. Not a ton, though. Here's the SPY itself. I'm slightly red on the day. Let me know how you guys are doing. Green or red so far? Prague. Here goes the SPY starting to creep back up. Prague is ripping up, guys. Look at Prague. P-R-O-G. Kind of tempted to buy a little bit of Tilray here. All right, we're going to buy a little bit at 1350, see if we can bounce off of this level and break highs. I'm going to scalp a little bit into AMD here, 10 shares. Maybe add a little bit more, actually. Try to get into like 30, 40 shares of AMD. Mm. 30 shares. All right, so we got a nice little bounce in Tilray here. Should have bought more, it looks like, but that's all good. All right, scalping out a little bit of AMD. Nice. We'll add some more and move up. $35 shares. I'm gonna get out of Tilray there. At least we were green on it. All right, we're gonna start. We got 60 shares of AMD. Like I said, we're trying to scale up our size some. All right, we got 100 shares. Let's see if we can get some green in here. Ah, it bounced up so fast, like right into my profit taking. It's all good. So we can get some low breaks here. Look at Sndl, guys. Sndl starting to break highs. Took a little bit more off on AMD. 25 shares left. Maybe I should have held my Tilray trade. This is taking a little bit too long, so we're going to go ahead and get out of there. I'm pretty sure we're green on the day now. No, we're break even exactly. We're down 70 cents, basically. 70 cents. Tilray still moving up. Let me see how you guys are saying. I asked if y'all were green or red. Sndl broke highs. Yeah, I see Sndl breaking highs. Yeah, but the problem with it, Keith, is that it makes your nose dependent on it. So if you quit Afrin, you got to quit for like a few days before your nose will come back. Because if not, your nose will become addicted to it. So that if you don't have it, it'll be more stuffy. So it might not actually be like nasal issues. It might just be you become addicted to Afrin. It's potentially what it is. Kern? Prague's still ripping up nicely. Kern is still down. I don't really like that one. But Prague... All right, we're going to short a little bit more into AMD here. Try to scale up to larger size. Start taking a little bit of swings here. All right, we're in 50 shares of AMD. We do have Tilray pulling back some here. We'll buy this dip too. Ooh, getting a pretty rough squeeze on AMD. Okay, we're back to break even. That's good. Half off. Nice. I'm going to get out of this just because I'm break even. I like to be break even. Or I like to be green on the day now. So we are green. We're up $5, a whopping $5.50. to buy a little bit more at Tilray. It looks like we're catching the movement pretty accurately on AMD. All right, market's breaking lows. We're going to short into this with larger share size now. Scale out here. All right, we're on with 100 shares of AMD, 100 shares. Like I said, we're trying to scale up, so just bear with me. Might get a little bit crazy here. 99 is my average. And the market's breaking lows. I would think AMD would follow it, but I guess not. All right, we're going to get out here. I guess 147.50 is going to be my risk. The market was starting to break lows. I was hoping AMD would follow it, but I guess I just attacked the trend for a little bit too long. We're pretty close to getting stopped out. Luckily, even though we're getting stopped out, we're still not down much on AMD as a whole. Yeah, we got to just get out there. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. We're down 45 bucks on the day, which is small in the grand scheme of things. I just didn't expect AMD to bounce up that much, unfortunately. But it's all good. Like I said, I got to get used to the large sizing, and what I really got to get used to is taking big swings, you know, bigger swings at least. And so maybe we'll get another chance with it, but we'll wait. Now we got Prague pulling back some here. Y'all buying the dip on Prague? Tilray still pulling back some. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Keith. Yeah. All right. So we got AMD ripping up. We got Apple pulling back some here. I'm watching the market to see how the market's going to respond. I haven't really found anything that's following the market like that, unfortunately. Here's my P&L on the day, if you guys want to see it. Which, again, like I said, I'm not in panic mode or anything with this. I just got to get used to the larger losses. So we're down 45 bucks today, which, you know, is fine. In the end, we just got to get used to taking larger losses. You know, even if that means we're red on the day, we just got to get used to it. We're watching the SPY pretty closely here, though. And so I'm curious to see what the SPY does. Here's the SPY right here. Prague's pulling back some here. I'm also tempted to buy Tilray. So we're in with 50 shares of Tilray. Let's see if we get a quick bounce back up. Maybe I could buy 100 shares of Tilray here. All right, so we're in with 100 of Tilray. Prague pulling back to the VWAP too. I'm a little bit tempted to maybe swing at that a little bit, but we're going to wait. All right, we got Sndl breaking highs. Look at Sndl, guys. So that'll probably be a good thing for my Tilray trade. It'll probably be good, you know. Maybe I should have held AMD, it looks like. It's so dependent on the market and what the market does here. Like, that's the big thing that it's dependent on, is like what the SPY itself will do right here. And so who knows what the market's going to actually do. Very volatile. Trying to think of what to do with why you handsome. I don't know, bro, because I look good. What can I say? I'm definitely the top 3 best looking stock traders in the world right now. At least top 4, you know. But no, we got AMD on the move. It's at 313s. All right. Okay. All right, so we just made some back on AMD. Meanwhile, though, we're losing on Tilray here. And like I said, I'll let it test the VWAP. We'll see what happens there. But it looks like I should have held AMD on the on the dip, but it was impossible for me to find that out. You know what I mean? Like it would have been impossible for me to actually see it. All right, 1350 is my risk for this one. TOS is lagging so bad. SPY dumping down some. That should be good. Stroking his ego, eh? Yeah, me, Caitlin, and Warren Buffett, top 3 best looking traders in the world. Pure sarcasm, guys. You know, so if you're mad about sarcasm, cheers to you. All right, we're in this here. I don't know what we want to do with it. All right, we're scalping a little bit more. We basically made all our money back on AMD. You know, we're down $5.60, $3 now, which isn't, you know, we'll take it. All right, I think we might bounce there. So yeah, we're down that. We're still losing though in Tilray, which is fine. And then again, here's the SPY. All right. Okay. All right, Tilray. Yeah, I'm humble. Definitely top 3 most humble traders in the world right now. I'm the best looking trader in the world. I'm also top 3 most humble. For sure. No, SPY's dumping down, breaking lows. I should have held that short in AMD. I should have held it. To be honest, there's so much volatility here. I'm going to reduce sizing a little bit. Market is crashing down, breaking lows. Not crashing down. Maybe that's a little bit dramatic. But the market ain't looking hot right now. I'll put it that way. What's up, Joel? Hey, what's up, brother? Apple reversing big, man. Look at the SPY crash here. That's a big drop. Oof. All right, so we're scalping AMD. All right, here's AMD right now. We made some money on it, but the market's kind of bouncing back and forth. So, you know, we gave it back already, it looks like. Trying to short into this bounce to the VWAP and see if we can continue. I'm gonna get out of this. It's just taking too long, to be honest, for Tilray. It's just not really the cannabis stocks are mostly sideways right now, and so we're gonna just wait. All right, we're scaling into a little bit more of an AMD position here. We're in 75 shares, and we are scaling up our size. So even if we're, you know, losing, we're scaling up our size. We're definitely scaling up where we have been, and it looks like me getting out of Tilray was the right move. Prague's still looking very strong. Maybe I should have dip bought that where I thought about it. All right, AMD squeezing up against me. I don't know what we're going to do. It's testing VWAP. It's probably just bouncing with the SPY itself right now, though. So the question is, do I let it play out or do I cut it? I'm probably getting ready to cut it. SPY is bouncing big because it crashed big, right? So usually when you get a big crash, you get a big bounce back. And that's basically what we're getting right now. But I don't know how long I can hold it. Because worst case scenario, if it does start moving back up, that's going to turn into a big loss quickly. And I don't know if I want that yet. Again, the goal of today, we want to end green, but the real goal is just to get used to larger sizing. All right, so there we go. That's better, but who knows if it's going to hold down here. We got to break under 147s, which we just did. Okay, that's good, but then we bounced right back. Yeah, like if you guys can't tell, I'm getting used to the bigger emotions that come with the large size, so bear with me. Market's moving up. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. It might reject right here for all I know, but like I'm not going to keep poking too hard. So we're down $60 on the day. And then here's Apple. Apple's a little bit weird too. Fubo. GGPI, Matterport. Yeah, Prague bounced beautifully there, to be honest. Thinking about buying a little bit of Prague right here. It's testing highs, but it's pulling back some. So we'll see if we buy it at this dip. We need more size. There's 100 shares. That'll be reasonable enough. Maybe a little bit more too. Maybe like 150. At least. It's not bad. Yeah, to show you what we got stuck in. We got stuck in a big market drop. And then a big reversal. So like if we look at SPY here, we got stuck in a big market drop. And then usually like what we look for is we look for a little bounce and then a continuation, right? The SPY went all the way down to these lows and then basically came right back. All right, luckily we got Prague ripping up, breaking highs. We'll go ahead and take half off there. Should have bought a little bit more. I told myself I was going to buy at least 300 shares of these penny stocks. And I should have, but it's all good. Take a little bit off there. I gotta find something that's actually trending at least. Disney is kind of trending down, but man, Disney's been getting beat up the last few days. Sndl and Tilray back up. Well, a lot of stuff's just sideways. SPY included. We'll find some stuff to swing. It's still pretty early. ASPS. ASPS is too slow. EYPT's back over VWAP, holding support there. That doesn't look that bad. Messing around with Disney a little bit right now. We'll see if it works. SPY moving back up. Still waiting for Prague here. Hey, that's not bad. Cats, that's not too bad. And Disney, probably going to get squeezed out. I was betting on the previous closing price holding, but... choppy, tough day for large caps. Penny stocks have been pretty solid, to be honest. Yeah, Sndl is just consolidating. We just got to wait for it, I think. And just to put into perspective, when you trade large caps, you basically got to try to go with the trend, right? And so when the SPY is maintaining a trend, like, you know, holding at the VWAP and maintaining in a VWAP level and then moving down, it's usually profitable. When the SPY is basically just sideways, where it's going down and up and down and up, then it's much more difficult to trade. And you're just not going to have as much success when the market is kind of going up and down. And it's moving down, but it's in a sideways direction. You know, like this is the range right here. And so it's hard to trade with a trend if it's holding like this, you know. So we just got to wait for favorable movement patterns in the SPY. And if we don't have those, we could always trade penny stocks because penny stocks are working well right now too. Penny stocks are holding trends better than large caps at least. ATER. What is holding? Yes. There we go. SSNT. I gotta wait for the SPY to pick a direction now if I'm gonna trade anymore. Just kind of keep giving back some. I'm down like $85 on the day. But again, we're scaling up in size. So put it into perspective. You know? And I guess my logic is like, if I can get used to losing $100 a day, then when I win, I'm going to be forced to scale up. And so it'll kind of force me to trade larger, you know, which is what I'm trying to do. I just want to scale up in size. So even if I lose, it's all good. Like I just want to scale up my size. You know, I've been consistent enough to make a lot of money. I just got to get used to the larger sizing, in all honesty. And so if I can get used to it, then I think we got a shot. You know? What do y'all think I should do with Prague? There's the SPY rejecting, so it's holding somewhat of a trend. ATER is pulling back. There's just low volume for that one. Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to get used to the larger sizing. You know what I mean? And so it's going to take a few days, which is fine. If I lose 100, 150 bucks today, that's okay. You know, that's kind of what I want. I don't want to lose that much. Don't get me wrong, but like I want to get used to the larger sizing, you know. And if I take larger losses, then I'm going to be forced to scale up on my wins too. SPY ripping down here. I guess I'm going to get out of... I guess I'll hold Prague a little bit longer. Sndl, TLRY trying to come back up too. Big rejection in the SPY. Big drop. Or to like Walmart or like Facebook. Facebook's been moving up pretty nicely. All right, we're in Disney here. Shorting. Trying to write it down. We're going to add a little bit more to this. 150 shares. And the reason I'm adding is because the market's just tanking down. And so I would think Disney would follow it, but it doesn't look like it is, which is weird. I was hoping it would follow the SPY, but it's kind of doing the opposite. Like the SPY's breaking lows and Disney's rebounding. And sometimes the market just doesn't make sense. But we'll use that level there as a risk. AMD ripping up too. Weird. The market, they've been following the SPY pretty closely all day, but now the SPY's like creeping down, like breaking lows. Not breaking lows, but close to it. Like, look at the SPY. The SPY just had a big rejection off of VWAP, big drop all the way back down. And AMD's breaking highs, starting to move back up. The only thing I can think of is like maybe the microchip shortage is good for AMD because it's a microchip stock, but I don't know. SPY heading down, Facebook pulling back some too, Prague dropping some. A lot of other stuff is just sideways, you know. All right, so Disney, we're break even, 150 shares. AMD popping back up. We'll see if the SPY continues, but I want to be patient with Disney. Green is good. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, I think Disney might be a little bit oversold too. All right, we're going to take a little bit off, turn this trade into a green trade no matter what for Disney, just because we're right above this previous closing price. And like if we reject there, or if we bounce off of that level, I don't want to get stuck holding, you know, too much. I'd rather take a little bit of profit, have a little bit more risk-free of a trade. Also, guys, while I'm sitting in this trade, and remember, everything we do here is free. So we don't sell anything. We give everything away for free. We've even programmed an app that gives you free short flow data. It's called the Squeeze app. And I'll post that link in a second if you want it. But check out BitGet. They are a sponsor of our channel. And on BitGet, you can do so much cool stuff with it. Like on BitGet, you can literally copy the most profitable traders in the game right now. And you can ultimately allow them to, let me show you. You can ultimately follow them trade for trade. And you don't even have to do anything. You can research which guys are the most profitable and then copy them trade for trade super easily. And I'll show you. And so if we go to copy trades and we look at these guys, we can say, okay, look at these guys P&L. We're in Prague and Disney right now, but we can look at these guys P&L. This guy has made $46,000 over the last 3 weeks. This guy has made $24,000 over the last 3 weeks. This guy has made $11,000 over the last few weeks. So you can literally copy them trade for trade and see which ones are the most profitable. Like we can look at this guy. He's got 66% accuracy rate. He's got 900 trades. He's made $37,000 over the last few weeks. And we can look at these, look at all these green trades, green, green, green. He's been incredibly green, shorting Bitcoin mostly. So if you want to follow people that go both long and short, you can. We can also look at some of these other ones and see what kind of P&L they're putting in. Look at this guy Sung. He's made 164% in the last 3 weeks. All right, and if we look at his trades, mostly green. This guy's kind of the opposite of the last one. This guy's a scalper. So he's taking small positions, small loss, big wins, and a lot of wins. You know, he got a kind of a rough red streak in there. But if you follow these guys long enough, a lot of these guys are killing it in the market. If we go back, you can see a large majority of this dude's trades are green. You know, so you can copy these guys trade for trade, and it's like a new age form of investing. And there might be some really profitable ones that we can see as well. I'm getting squeezed out of Disney, it seems, which is okay. What's Prague doing? Let me look at Prague. All right, Prague is still testing high, so we're still fine in Prague. But I'm going to let it test 159s for Disney and put on the music too. But you can copy a lot of these guys trade for trade. Look at this guy, 92% accuracy rate. This guy's got 92% accuracy rate. And look at these percentage gains. These are huge gains, 500%, 400%. You know, look at these big percentage gains. Honestly, it's really impressive. And he's sitting on a bunch of wins too. I'm going to get out of Disney. Probably going to, I don't know if I'm done trading for the day or what, but we are down $95. You know, could be worse, but could be better, that's for sure. But we're trying to scale up. But look at these guys' gains. Honestly, this is really impressive. Look at these wins. This guy has made 2,900% total. He's made, over the last 3 weeks, he's made about 9K over the last 3 weeks. Honestly, really impressive. Very impressive. If you go back, you can see he takes some losses sometimes, but these are huge percentage wins. And so if I wanted to follow him, I could click follow. And he's trading really large. I don't want to trade that large. I could follow him with 20% of his size. So I could say, hey, don't follow him with full size. And in terms of fixed ratio, 0.2. That way I'm following 20%. And that way I could say, hey, if he loses over, he makes in pretty big percentage gains. So I could say if he loses over 150%, get out. And then I can give him $400 max, so I'm somewhat protected. You could also regularly invest into a lot of these crypto platforms. Like you can see Bitcoin and a lot of crypto are up today. But if you scroll down here, UMA up 34%. They've got a lot of these alt gaming coins as well that people are trading, like Mana. They've got Shiba Inu that you can invest in. They have Doge. They've got a lot of these coins that you can't find anywhere else, like Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Mana, Engine Studios, ENJ. And so they got a lot of these crypto gaming coins as well. So if you want to just regularly invest into BitGet, you can. Or you could trade futures. I can go to USDT futures here and literally trade futures. So I can short Bitcoin or I can go long on Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, EOS. This is my other account. I've got 2 accounts, so I don't really trade on this one much. But you can control your leverage here to say, hey, I want to follow with 125 times leverage if you're good enough at crypto trading, or 25 times, whatever you want to do. But if you want to short Bitcoin while it's dropping like this, or go long in Ethereum, or whatever you want to do, you can do that on BitGet. You can also paper trade. And so you can go to simulation here, and you can see kind of how you can practice to be a copy trader yourself. And copy traders earn 10%. And so if you're a copy trader and you've got 100 people following you and you earn all of them a cumulative amount of $100,000, you get $10,000. And a lot of these guys are not trading big. Some of them at least are trading with pretty small accounts, but they're making big percentage gains. And so they might be trading with 1 or 200 bucks, but if they're making 75, 100%, people are still going to want to copy them and they can still earn 10%. And so if you want to deposit crypto, you just go to buy crypto and say, hey, I want to buy $500 of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever you want to buy using Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, bank transfer, all these different options. And you just click purchase at the bottom right, or you can just send it directly over from Coinbase. Again, they are a sponsor of our video, and we try to keep these plugs to the very end of the stream. But if you want us to help support the channel and that stuff looks interesting to you, I'll post this link, and it's a great way to support the channel. Like I said, we keep most of these plugs to the very end of the stream, but you can see the link here if you want to check it out. Green on Rivian. Yeah, what's Rivian doing? I haven't even looked at that one much today. We're still in Prague. Here's RIVN. And Rivian looks really strong too, to be honest here. The market's dropping though, which is surprising because I'm trying to find stuff that I could trade with the market trend. But most stuff is just weird today. It's sideways. Not really any major trends have been identified yet. SSNT? Trader T? Yeah, look at SSNT. Wow, I missed this one today. I didn't even see this one pop up. It's up 50%. Let me look at the catalyst for it. Halted, circuit breaker. They're going to acquire Acumutaka or Acumatica division of Dynamic Tech Services. They didn't discuss the terms, but it's an acquisition. It's up 63%. Breaking highs is at 908, so it was halted at 910. And so we'll see what happens here, but big halts on the stock. Crazy movement too. Right now, most large cap stocks are sideways. So like, if we look at the SPY itself, it's sideways. All right, SPY is down, which is surprising, but like Walmart sideways. Starting to test up, maybe a cup and handle move for Walmart. There goes Prague. All right, so we're going to take a little bit off there for Prague and see what happens here. We got Facebook pulling back some, AMD consolidating. What about NVIDIA? NVIDIA is following the market better than most, but we'll see. It's a large float stock. What happened to Tesla? Tesla's breaking lows too. But yeah, if you want to see my P&L on the day, guys, this is it. We are down 93 bucks on the day. So could be better, could be worse too, though. So we're all good, but we'll see what happens. Sndl didn't do anything. It's kind of sideways most of the day today. But, you know, who knows if it's going to continue or not, you know. Yeah, Prague's starting to break highs, which looks, you know, we're happy with that. AMD creeping up a little bit. Can you look at DPLS, please? Up 10%. Yeah, I'm still watching SSNT. We'll see when that one resumes. DPLS. Yeah, it's making moves. It's just an OTC stock. I'm just not super involved with these. There's just a lot of risk with these OTC stocks. So it's like they're just stocks that I'm not super involved with, to be honest. I'm not the best trader of these, and so it's one of those things where like we watch them, but I'm not the best at analyzing them, you know. Yeah, no, I'm good, Trader T. I was very open this morning about like I'm scaling up in size. If I can take $100 or less loss per day, I'll be happy. You know, like the reality of it is I'm trying to scale up in size, like really scale up. I had a really profitable week last week, and so I'm trying to scale up, and I'm going to start taking $100 losses. My logic is like if I can get used to taking, you know, $200 losses, then I'm going to be forced to scale up my size on my W's too. And so like that's kind of what we're doing. And you know, who knows if it'll work? Well, we'll see. But that's kind of the plan, at least, is to try to scale up our size. You know, I don't mind taking a few $100s in losses on the day, but I want to scale up. I've been profitable enough to do so, at least, you know. And so my job is just to scale up if I can. You know what I mean? And who knows if we're going to be able to. Like I said, we've been very profitable over the last 4 months, and we built a really nice system that is very profitable and that works really, really well. The only goal at this point in time after we built this system is just to scale up our size, you know, and who knows if that's going to work. I know I might take a few weeks of losses getting used to the larger size, and that's okay, you know. And we might have a few random people that talk smack as we take those losses. But like in the end, I don't even claim to be an expert here. I'm not trying to be a guru. I'm just trying to build a profitable system that works for me. And we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can. That's the goal. And yeah, wish me luck, guys. We'll see if we can. I think I just got to get used to the larger sizing. I got to find stocks that are trending well and then attack those trends, We are in a little bit of an NVIDIA trade here. Riding the short down really nicely. This is going to take a chunk of that P&L off on the day, though. So we'll take this. 10 shares left. And I think I want to get ready for SSNT's resumption here, if we can. We're going to go ahead and get out there. So we made about $40 there. SSNT should be resuming pretty soon. It's currently halted at 9:06. Oh, it should be resuming right now. It's got 25 seconds left. Hopefully it should resume here. SPY breaking lows. All right, so here's SSNT's resumption. Yeah, it did resume at that time that we thought. MRAM. Yeah, we can watch MRAM. All right, so there's SSNT. So we're not doing that bad on the day. We're down $61, so it could have been worse, Still in Prague, trying to ride Prague up. All right, so SSNT getting up there. It's at $9 a share, $9. Will $9 be support? I don't know. It's got to get and hold over $9, I think, first. So it's got to get over 9 and then actually hold that level. Hey, thank you, Pawn. I appreciate you, brothers. Thank you, man. Thank you, Paul D. I appreciate you, bro. Now we're scalping a little bit more of NVIDIA here. $25 shares left. Let's see if we get a bigger drop. We're down. Nice. There's 39s. Good. See if we can get a low break here. We're going to go to get out that. So we're up $52 just on NVIDIA alone. We're currently only down 40s. And like I said, we're scaling up in size, that's for sure. $42 on the day. What happened to SSNT? Watching the SPY. SSNT still battling 9, so I think it's got to get over 9 and hold. Here goes Sndl starting to make a move, and we're still in Prague. Prague, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with it. We're holding it, but it's taking a long time, to be honest here, so. We just scalped some more on NVIDIA. We're currently up $70 just on NVIDIA alone. We're only down $25 on the day. We'll see if we can come back. We're getting close. Cracks consolidating. Walmart's sideways. Huge resistance on Prague. Yeah, I mean, it's got to get over that level. Who knows? We're scalping a little bit more on NVIDIA. Let's see if we can break this and end green. 25 shares left. Let's see if we can break this $300 low and just get a big dump, and that'll hopefully help us end green on the day. Woo, we're green. Hey, you love to see it. You love to see it. That's how you fight your way back. Here's the P&L. Oh no, we're still down. Oh no, we're not green. We're still down 21 cents. Hey, close enough. I'm going to call this a W, guys. We went from being down $100 to break even. And then the big thing is that we're getting used to the size. I'm going to call this a W and go ahead and skirt out of here. If you haven't already, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out Benzinga. You can try out the Benzinga scanners completely free. Here's the link. I'll drop this. You can try them out completely free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So you can try them out for free without even needing a CC number. It looks like me getting out of NVIDIA there was the right move, though. The SPY's popping up some. I might drag it down. Once I find a stock that trends with the market, it's pretty easy to make money. I just got to find a stock that trends with the market here. And so we're going to call this a W. I think Prague might have been the one that influenced me. Yeah, we're down 67 cents on the day. I'll take it, though. But check out Benzinga. You could try them out for free for 2 weeks without even needing a CC number. Again, go check out BidGet, guys. BidGet, the crypto gaming space, is incredibly huge potential. Huge potential in the crypto gaming space. And you can try out BidGet. You can trade. You can short Bitcoin. You can go long on Bitcoin. To put it into perspective, they're KYC verified. So they are at the universal standard of verification in crypto. They have it. And they allow U.S. users to sign up. You can trade with leverage. So if you've got $1,000, you can trade with up to 20 times, up to 125 times in some instances. So you can trade with a ton of leverage. If you don't have that much money, but you're a good crypto trader, you can also lose a bunch of money in crypto. Make sure you understand that. You can invest in Shiba Inu in a lot of these blockchain games like Axie Infinity, Sandbox. They've got a lot of that stuff available on BidGet, and it's super cool. They've got a lot of really profitable copy traders as well that you can use. And so I'll post this link. Check it out. Good luck, guys. I love you all. Have a good day, and we'll see you guys next time. There's the link on for BidGet. There's the link. Later, guys. Love you all. Have a good day. So Mirage, really quick, Mirage. So an offering is when the company sells more shares. The IPO is the initial public offering, right? An offering just means they sell more shares. So if they do another offering, that means they're adding more shares to the float, thus diluting the company and making more money. So it's good in that the company makes money from selling shares. You know, they profit from selling more shares by having more shares, but it's bad because it's dilution, if that makes sense. So the more share a company has, the more diluted the company is, the harder it is to put in big percentage moves, if that makes sense. But anyways, listen, love you all. Have a good day. We'll see you guys next time.